Welcome to the Under the Bus Network. In a world where rampant cum-guzzling cucks beg for change, where birdmen butcher their flock and spread their message of mediocrity, one crew stand tall to wade through the bullshit and reign supreme. So welcome Kurt, Jay, Boner, and Caleb as they prepare to kick in your goddamn taints. Boys, get out here and throw these fuckers under the bus.
You guys okay? Oh, don't fucking kill me, dude. Okay, dude, what's wrong?
Wait for the bus. Somebody, you know it. I'm in the bed. I'm ready to go home and do the work. Oh, way on it. Say hi.
Now I'm going to show you something that is going to totally blow your rocks off.
Hi. How are you?
Hello. I think you guys got a new band happening here. Hey guys. Oh, there you go, son. All right.
I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station.
Whoa! What's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Last Wednesday of March, right? It's going to be spring soon. It's going to be nice out. I'm just going to start the show. I think it's going to be a full boner show. Just going to be me tonight. No, I'm just joking. I have Jay in the background. Let me bring him in. Oh no, I don't. It's Mike Balls.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
What's up, Balls?
What's up?
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
And we have another guy in the background. He was sending me pics. His girlfriend wears underwear that's got dick holes in them. His name is Jimmy Hatcher.
We just share them. Hello.
What's up, Jimmy?
What's up?
Jay's on the bidet. He'll be here shortly once he's clean and fresh. So, yeah, it's going to be a little different night tonight. Kurt is off. He's golfing right now. He's away for business, so he'll be back next week. So it's going to be the four of us soon. So it'll be fun. A lot of fun. So
Yeah.
Jimmy, what's going on? You sexy son of a bitch. We haven't seen you in a little while.
Pretty much the same since last time, but yeah, maybe a little gayer, maybe not. Depends. Judging by your turtleneck, I'd say the latter, but you know.
My turtleneck?
Is that a turtleneck? What are you wearing there?
A hoodie.
Oh. Looked like the Bugle Boy 8th grade turtleneck option.
I haven't rocked a turtleneck since I was in elementary school.
Those are the days.
Yeah, then people passed away and I stopped rocking them. Never going to wear it again.
True. In their honor. Thought maybe,
in their honor. Definitely. Yep. Yeah. So when Jay gets in, I know we were going to talk a little music. I'm going to mediate some of the shit. And you guys can go off and discuss whatever. I'm really excited, especially in Balls in about 45 minutes. Right when you kick in, get a little comfortable, get real nice.
Yeah.
Good. When was the last time that you two have seen each other?
Not too long ago. Fucking Jimmy gave me a ride to the fucking bank and shit.
Yeah, Mike invited me to go drive him around Newburgh. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Arby's, the bank.
Yep. Drop me off at Arby's real quick. Pick up fucking
the meats.
Yeah, I got the meats. I got the friggin' what's that? The French dip and the friggin' the gyro.
Did you go to the Arby's by my old house on 17K?
That's the one.
Yeah. Yep, the Pilot, where all the truckers go.
Mm-hmm.
The only Arby's in town.
That's where I got my first hand job. I mean, that's where I would go late night and get some food.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Balls. I lived about a mile from there. I lived in Colden Park.
Bister.
Yeah.
My friend lives there now. Well, he's Chris Bister. He went to Valley Central. He's a little
What's
late.
it? Chris Bister. What's his address? Let's. No, I'm joking.
I wonder if what street? Oh, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter now. What road did you live on?
Westwood.
Westwood. I think he's on Fletcher. No, I'm sorry.
Flamingo.
What's it called? It's like right before the pizza place on the right. I can't think right now. Pascal's Gym.
Yeah.
Fleetwood. That's what it's called.
Fleetwood. Oh,
Yeah.
Where Felizzi's live.
Yep. Same road. Yep. I haven't seen them in a while either.
Felizzi's.
Yeah.
Floozy.
Floozies, yes. Thanks, Ben Tom, 20-month member to this amazing channel. Thank you so much, Ben Tom. John Petrucci and the singer from Counting Crows tonight.
My brother looks even more like the singer in Counting Crows. He used to get that shit all the time. Super pale with the friggin' dreadlocks and shit.
Your brother was working on an album recently. Last time we were talking about your brother. Is that shit been released, or what's going on with that?
Nah, they still gotta have it mixed. They got pretty much all the performances done. They just need to have it mixed now. The music was mixed, and now they gotta mix the vocals into it because they got done at different times and whatnot.
Who's the singer? Can you release that or no?
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. The old singer in 12-Foot Ninja is on most of it, and then they had that old singer in Dissolve do a song. Paul from Dissolve, old hardcore band from the area. You know, where they out of? Poughkeepsie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, he did a track. It came out really cool. Jimmy heard that shit.
Yeah. In our trekking across Newburgh, we listened to it in my car with our shirts off. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Massage each other's titties.
I shaved one of mine.
That's a typical Wednesday with Jimmy Hatcher.
More or less, yep.
Yeah. I have a gift for you, Jimmy. I'm going to bring. I just showed Balls prior to you stopping in.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to bring it to you on Sunday.
Oh, baby. Is it, the wax sculpture of the thing you gave me in 8th grade?
Yes.
Herpes. Oh.
Real quick before we get a little further, my man, everyone's boy, Steve Snyder. Everyone say what's up to Steve-O. What's up, Steve? That's my man. Everyone say hi to Steve.
What's up?
Yeah. And then our favorite female, Patty Dills here. What's up, Patty?
Hey.
So with my, the album I'm writing, I was thinking I would love to ask the guy from 12-Foot Ninja if he would do it.
Yeah.
So
He's
what
like
were
a gun right now.
what were the like prerequisites minus money? Like, was there anything like, obviously it's got to be good, but was there something that he's like, I don't want to do this, I want to do that, anything like that you know of? Or
no, to my knowledge, he just kind of does, what he's gonna do, and if you have any requests, he'll kind of like tailor it around that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything like weird or anything like that.
okay, yeah, because I would love to have the singer of 12-Foot Ninja sing on one of my songs.
Yeah, I mean, he has a certain style, and he kind of sticks to it for the most part. He does try, like, there's a little bit more screaming on my brother's shit.
Mm-hmm.
They told him to go a little bit more, aggressive, but he's still doing the singing stuff. And when he does the singing stuff, it has like that, super Mike Patton kind of Mr. Bungle kind of fucking vibe and shit.
Yeah. I think it would be awesome to have him on and have you do the song too. So I have a Balls 12-Foot Ninja vocals. That'd be great.
Yeah, man.
Dude, you're going to have to get your chops up. So soon I'll send this shit to Jimmy. And then Jimmy will drum. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean, my chops are still there. I could still sing, but the problem is I can't write anything lately. I have pretty good writer's block with vocals. Music not so much, but getting lyrics together and getting vocal melodies together is getting to be a little bit more difficult nowadays.
So let's say with the shit that I'm writing, Would you like, let's say if I wrote lyrics that I gave it to you, would you want to do that, or would you want to do your own lyrics?
No, I'll totally do your lyrics. You have lyrics, I'll sing them. You want me to? You have a certain melody in mind? I'll do that too. Like, that's fine.
That'd be awesome.
So like I need all the help I can get lately.
You'd be like, Brian, why is there a lot of like midgets and like porn in here? Like, that's generally what my lyrics consist of. So
I don't judge. I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to music.
it's true. You are. I think
bullshit
Balls is probably one of my friends that I can send basically anything to, and I know he's not going to judge me. I don't send shit to Jimmy or Jay anymore
It's not worth it.
Because Jimmy's like, yo, this sucks.
It's not technically true unless it's Taproot demos or whatever you say.
Yeah.
Or if I send it to Jay would be like, I listened to 10 seconds. My ears couldn't even tolerate that shit. So I'm like,
yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm just not going to send it anymore.
Yeah, I learned early on not to send shit to Jay. He shits all over everything.
True. Yeah, unless it's Dokken-ish or
Yeah, and
Steve
lately,
Vai-ish.
super into the 80s shit. Like, he really got into the 80s metal a lot over the last,
finally, yeah,
5-10 years. He's getting out of hand with it now.
It's true. So I was asking Jay.
Into Dokken he got. Fucking, I used to rock Dokken back in the day, and he used to be like, I think he even talk shit.
I'm sure. Yeah,
rocking Dokken.
Yep.
The I think was it last week or 2 weeks ago when I was asking Jay. So let's say if you guys start working on the Gizmachi album now, and I asked him, like, would it be more heavily influenced by 80s stuff? And he's like, probably. Like, for him, like his writing. What about you guys? If you were going to start writing now, would your writing change from what you've done on the previous albums? Or, well, obviously it would a little bit, but is there more, let's say Balls, you would be like, hey, I wanted to go more melodic, or Jimmy, you want to go more like Blink 182 style?
I don't think we'd like go in with like an agenda, like it has to be a certain way. I think we'd kind of let it flow if we were going to do that, and just like whatever sounds cool to us. But then again, Jay would probably be wanting to stay true to Gizmachi and like, us, like in what we do, the two albums, and like continue that vibe and keep it real, so to speak. But I wouldn't care if we did some other shit entirely, to be honest, if we were to do that. Like something just like not worrying about like staying true to like our, the sound of our two albums at this point.
Yeah.
This is how
what about you, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'd say usually it just kind of does what it does, and everybody sort of I just had a stroke. Everybody sort of brings in their own whatever parts, and they come together. Shit, my eyebrow's falling off, and it usually works out pretty good. There's like shit we agree on, shit we disagree on, yada yada, but.
Yeah, like, there's a whole lot of that. I mean, I brought shit to the table a ton back in the day, and it just usually it was Jay or Jimmy just kind of being like, "It sounds exactly like the other song." Oh, that sounds exactly like fucking this band, and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess it kind of does sound like that riff." And it usually got shot down, and like for good reason. And then I have other riffs that just were kind of boring, and like that got shot down.
And then you have riffs like
Broken Ends.
Broken Ends that I was pushing for, that everybody was like, "Jimmy, you're gay," and then. Which is true, but then all of a sudden it was awesome. So
yeah, the that riff, like Jimmy thought it was awesome, and I was like, "You like that?"
You like that?
Jay was like, "Yeah,
you like that?"
Yeah, that's one of the better songs than that whole shit. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool riff.
It's a good one.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of a joke riff that ended up being a song, like, and it was like almost like. Our first single, if Look What I Become didn't rule,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Bjorn just kind of blew that one out of the water. That one's an ass kicker.
Yep.
Yeah. My favorite Balls riff on the album's from Sky.
That's going too.
It is.
Yeah, that was a song that I wrote after Gizmachi ended back in 2007. I got together with this other dude, and I wrote that song. Obviously his drum beat wasn't as cool as what Jimmy did, but it was basically the same thing. He kind of kept it real. But yeah, I'm proud of that one. That came out good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's going.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Jimmy, you're not actively in a band right now, correct?
No, not since October, I guess. Yep.
So if you're right now, are you writing anything, or would you be writing anything if you're not in a band, or is this something where you just do while?
Writing as far as just like personal, whatever.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I always record like I mean I suck at guitar, but I like playing it. And usually a lot of my guitar playing is like 80s ish or whatever. And you know, I just kind of always fart around, make a couple songs here and there. And
80s like J type of 80s?
no, not that way. The cooler way. Like a lot of guitar harmonies and I mean, obviously Jay's way better guitar player than me, but style wise, like like the I don't want to say thrash 80s, but more like 80s like speed metal kind of shit. Not like Duran Duran or whatever that fruity stuff he's into these days. But yeah,
Who, me or Jay?
both I guess, but mostly Jay on the 80s part. Yeah. So yeah, it's corny
Gotcha.
shit. It's fun.
So like Megadeth.
I wish, but sort of yeah. I guess you could say that. More like the peak of my guitar playing was being able to play rhythm to Justice for All. So it's kind of the same vein of how I do it.
That's pretty
Although
impressive. That song's
it's
good
not
shit.
well, I meant the album, but yeah, it's the same. Yeah, in the same vein of that, but not as good, clearly. But yeah, it's still fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Balls, are you working on writing anything right now?
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit. I have like 17 song ideas. A lot of it's incomplete. Some are actually done pretty much. Just gotta like tidy up the vocals really. But yeah, I got a bunch of shit. I was thinking about releasing EPs over the next 10 years or so. Get like 3 songs, 4 songs solid, release those, wait another year or two, put out another 3, like get them done in like drips and drabs kind of thing. It's like they're all, 75% done and shit, so they just really need to be honed in on and freaking finished like a little at a time. Because if I try to finish all of it, like I ain't putting shit out until like 2035.
Sure.
Maybe, if I'm lucky.
And what name do you put out your stuff under?
A World Apart is my solo project title. I got it on Apple Music, Spotify, I got it out there. I only got an album and an EP that I released in 2019 and then 2021, right around when Omega Collide came out. I released a 2-song single. Yeah. That's all I got out right now, but I got a lot of stuff that I've been working on. It's just a matter of grouping them together the right way, because some of it's like real heavy stuff, other stuff is just weird, other stuff is more of my clean shit. So it's all jumbled up. So I have to see what works together, break it to pieces.
Awesome. How'd you come up with a World Apart?
Well, at the time when I formed the little side project, it was like 2008 or 9, and then like it was like my girl was away at school, so it was like it kind of worked a world apart, like where she went to school in Grenada to go to vet school and shit, so I was like, it's kind of cool. Plus it's a song by one of my favorite bands, Fate's Warning. They got a song called A World Apart on their Perfect Symmetry album, so I figured let me name the my solo shit after that song. I thought it was pretty cool.
Because I've been thinking about when I put out my shit, what I'm going to put it under. I'm not going to put on my personal name.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that either.
Yeah, or I'm not going to put under Boner Jams or anything like that. So I was just thinking of just absurd shit.
The Sean Steiner Skin Boat. Fuck yeah. I got an album cover for you. I'll send it to you later.
Well, kick out the Boner Jams.
Kick out the Boner Jams. There we go. Ben Tom asks, Jimmy, how long does it take you to grow that glorious beard? And what are the maintenance procedures involved?
I haven't cut it since COVID. I'm sorry, I cut it one time since COVID. I had to go to a wedding and then just been letting Jesus take the wheel on it, and that's pretty much it. This is it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
just getting old and
pretty
not
serious.
shaving. Yeah.
Any beard oil you put in, minus semen, or
Just baby oil, which is collateral from the other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sure.
nope.
Speaking of semen, your sister's here. Hey, what's up, Jeannie?
Your sister's ass.
Jeannie, your husband's not here. Just wanted to make sure you're aware.
That fucker.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi at the strip club. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been really thinking about what I would put it on, put out the music under, and I have nothing. So, Brody's like because my favorite historical figure is Bannister Tarleton. He was during the Revolutionary War. He was for the British, but he was a bad motherfucker. He, if people would, give up and put down their guns and put up the white flag, he'd still kill you, which I thought was the shit. So I'm a big fan of Bannister Tarleton. So he's like, do Tarleton. I'm like, that's actually not a bad idea, but
Do Bannister.
It's
like
Tarleton, you said? What's it?
Bannister Tarleton.
Yeah, call it Bannister Tarleton. It's kind of fucking awesome.
I think it'd be pretty neat.
Get a pic.
Sliding Down the Banister by Asshole Tornaway.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good book.
Whoa. Thanks, Lizard. I don't know if I can just put out as boner jams, or as you say, bonner jams. I don't know if I could. It's be a little weird. I'm just going to show my grandkids. Hey, would you like to hear an album I put together? It's under my pseudonym, Bonner Jams.
Yeah, I remember there was a basketball player named Bonner. His last name was Bonner.
Stephen Bonner, boxer,
UFC guy. Yeah.
Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, obviously if you're watching, on the top right is the Mike Balls, who's in Gizmachi, guitarist, singer, and then we have Jimmy, who's in. Also, I was going to try to make up something right there, but he's the drummer of Gizmachi. So if you guys are watching, like, who are these guys? And if you're not sure, Jay Hannon's also in the Gizmachi, and I don't have anything to do with Gizmachi. I'm just friends with these guys. So
just executive producer.
Yeah. just helped out my friends. That's all.
Naked. Yeah.
Yep. Yes. So what besides work, Jimmy, what else are you up to besides softball and sending nude pics out to people?
Yard work, I guess. Now that it's not 20 degrees out, it's really what a blast getting old is, right? And
yeah. I'm doing
fixing shit, and, like painting walls, like putting trim up, and like, oh yeah, go to Home Depot 4 times a day. It's great. Yep.
Yeah. Sucks when you have to full blown adult. I'm still fucking having a hard time with that.
Yeah, it's not fun. Mostly not fun.
Yeah, I miss not having any responsibility. You know what it is? I went deep into my 20s without any responsibility, and then into my 30s some. And then all of a sudden I had a whole shit ton of responsibility, and I'm just like,
son of a bitch, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jimmy, thoughts on the New Testament drummer, Chris Dovis?
He's really good. My favorite Testament drummer was Paul Bostaph, I guess the guy that did Slayer for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that everyone shits on that album, Diabolus and Musica is like worst album, but meanwhile
one of the best,
I think it's some of the best stuff they ever did. But
and that's because of his drumming.
Yeah, his drumming.
But
badass.
U2.
You say you're a big fan of U2?
U2 the band. They have a couple they got a couple of bangers.
They're fucking terrible.
They got two really good songs.
I like their big shit from early on, like
way early on.
What's this? Streets Have No Name or whatever. That's a good tune.
Like New Year's Day, Joshua Tree. That shit's old as hell, like 80.
Yeah, I like the old shit. Yeah, the newer stuff, like that Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Fuck Me in the Ass. That was on Batman Forever.
Eek.
Remember that one? That was a good song.
How could I forget?
Wasn't Seal on there too? Is that the same movie?
Yeah, it was. Kiss from a Rose.
That's a song right there.
That was the only thing good about that movie was the soundtrack. It was a terrible movie.
True.
Yeah, U2 is just great music to put on when you're vomiting. You just don't feel well. Just put that shit on. It just really helps you get it out. Fucking hate U2. It's so shitty. You know, and also Bono's a big fan of Under the Bus, so I apologize, Bono, but just had to be real with you, bud.
Yeah.
I think Gene Hogan drummed for Testament for a little while too. He's also the man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they've always had really good drummers. Yeah,
Strapping young lad.
that too.
Hogan was doing some of
And
that too.
Death Clock, I think.
Deathlock?
Death Clock and Fear Factory. Yeah, that guy's he's been all over.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Over that
And
bitch.
some Sweetwater candy. Fuck yeah. Old Tootsie Rolls and a bit of honey.
Oh.
With Rufalin in it. It's awesome.
Hopefully.
Balls, you've been sending me some stuff to listen to from time to time. What have you been listening to lately? What have you been dabbling in?
Lately, I've been listening to Siamese Dream, Smashing Pumpkins. I threw that back on.
Because you're obsessed with Billy Corgan. That's
Yeah,
why.
I'm obsessed with Billy Corgan right now. I'm watching all his interviews with his new show and everything.
How?
People, and I don't know. He's a pretty fucking intelligent cat. He's a pretty good interviewer, actually. I
disagree. But he is interesting to listen to talk to. If he doesn't bring up Smashing Pumpkins and how important they were every other sentence to whoever he's interviewing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He is interesting in that way. Fucking pretty cocky.
That's why I dropped the James Eha happy birthday message today.
He's the man.
He is. Didn't he? Wasn't he in? He's in Perfect Circle too, right?
He's back in the band now. The only one that's not is the chick bass player.
Oh yeah.
Terrence Trent D'Arby.
I wish. That dude's the man. Wishing Well, great song.
This song rocks.
Hell yeah.
Sign your name.
True.
Sign the name across my heart.
I got that tape and Ninja Gaiden from Nintendo for like my 8th birthday or whatever. It was a good year.
Did you really?
Swear to God. Oh, and Living Color. Vivid, I think. Yeah.
I think, well, Ninja Gaiden rules.
Yeah, it was a hard ass game. Especially yeah. Yep.
I've been listening to the new Wildharda shit. They got like 4 songs they released from their new album coming out. They're pretty badass.
They're a little dialed back now, right? They were just straight death metal before, and now they're a little melodicer, more melodic.
Yeah, a little bit more melodic.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
There he is.
Good guy.
What's up, fuckheads?
What's going on, man?
We got to change this shit so Big Head Billy DeSilva's fucking thing doesn't block somebody on the bottom there. I know Kurt was fucking with shit.
All I know is that on my phone, this shit's small. I wanted to make it like full screen. I don't know how to do it.
This is better. Let's go with this the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
The turtleneck express angle. Yeah.
Turtleneck Express.
If I wore a turtleneck, I hope you would never talk to me again. We just wouldn't be friends.
I would talk to you more.
It's got to be addictive.
Every day. Every day.
Let's put.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
I don't know where there's an option in here, and I don't see it anymore. So fuck it.
Should we do edit layout?
No, it's something else.
I'm afraid of hitting it and just completely abandoning the show, which I've been known to do.
I remember those.
like that, or just like ending the show.
Yeah, you remember? That was
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Off the air.
We're off the air. I heard Billy Corgan's name before I jumped in.
Ugh.
Yeah.
God.
I mean,
yeah, he is like everywhere lately with that, having that show and like doing interviews with other people. He's like, all right, I gotta stay relevant.
Yeah,
all of a sudden, he's like doing everything.
He does wrestling or something, right?
Yeah, he's like he's like way into wrestling too. It was like the weirdest shit to me.
Well, I know maybe like a decade ago or so, maybe even a little longer now. He bought like part of TNA wrestling or some shit like that.
Yep.
And then it didn't work out at all, so he fucking bailed. But you know.
No, he still brings it up. So I don't know if he did some other shit now. I don't know.
Well, I know he's a huge fucking fan though. But my problem with Billy Corgan is like Jimmy said, everything, you know, he makes it seem like Smashing Pumpkins like reinvented the wheel twice.
Yeah.
And he brings everything back to him. You know what I mean? In a relationship.
Yeah, he's always got a story that friggin' his own story that he could chime in when he's interviewing somebody, and sometimes he like interrupts them too. It's like, damn, dude.
All the time he interrupts them.
He's one of those dudes that asks you a question so that he can tell you
what his
yeah
how it's supposed to answer. Yeah,
he's like those people.
Jimmy's fucking hating.
He's like people that are like on Instagram or Bookface when they were like gonna say, "Yo, I want to say happy birthday," but take pictures of themselves and then have like you barely in the photo so they can promote themselves.
That's him interviewing.
Fucking hate social media.
That's that whole weird shit
Let
with
him answer the fucking question. God damn it.
With him and fucking Bill Burr.
They look like identical twins.
Yeah, dude. That shit's
fake.
Crazy.
You think it is?
I think that's friggin' Billy Corgan's wrestling shit right there. He's stirring up drama, stirring the pot.
Yeah.
He likes it.
Like, remember recently we were talking about this. Like, he said, "Oh, when I was like 18 and my dad was there, and he didn't say who Bill Burr was because he was like a famous comedian." I was like, "Wait a minute, that was before anybody knew who Bill Burr was in the first place. Why would he bring that up?" Then he just kind of like glazed
That's
over.
a good point.
Like, "Oh, yeah."
That is a really good point.
No one knew Bill Burr. Everyone knew
until, like,
William Patrick Corgan back in the 90s.
You want to say William Patrick Bosom. That's what you want.
And the new Smashing Pumpkins album it's like okay until I heard him talk about it, and then it made me never want to listen to it again. Because nuclear physics so weird.
Nah, his vocals suck now. He was doing cool shit back in the early 90s. Now it sounds forced.
You know my opinion. I think his vocals always suck. That's why that's the main reason I can never get into him. Which is weird when you think about it, right? Because I almost don't want to think about it, but it just popped into my head. I heard his voice, and Dave Mustaine's voice at the same time, and I was like, "Oh fuck," you know? Shit.
Jimmy can't say shit about William Patrick Corgan's voice because he likes King Diamond. So
King Diamond's a great singer.
So it's,
They got some bangers. You guys are crazy. Yeah. And I mean, guitar-wise, for a guitar channel, Andy LaRock, like, come on,
dude. No one's taking the talent away. You know, you got skills, but doesn't mean the music kicks ass. But again,
true.
It's all subjective.
Absolutely,
I agree.
And Jimmy's a huge Taproot fan, so
I was gonna say, ever since that tattoo you got in your lower back in 12th grade, I've been a fan ever since.
A fan of Brian ever since?
Brian and his Taproot, yeah.
Yeah, I can't get it to Taproot. I listen to their shit. I'm just like, I can't. It's just not about it. Appeals to me.
Sean was a fan back in the day.
Yeah, I remember he was trying to push that shit on me.
Pushing the shit in you.
Pushing that shit in me. Good.
So I got speaking of music right now, while we really get off topic.
Yeah.
I want to. We got some new options in here. This is pretty cool. This even fucking works. Let's see.
I'm glad your options are good. Mine are terrible.
I love them. Love them, Randy. That's my band. Love me some Taproot.
Just to see you guys right now. Like, fucking ridiculous.
So, you guys, I know two of you use Apple Music. Brian, do you use Apple Music as well?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, you three guys use Apple Music. I use Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when a new album comes out or a band that you follow or like, you know, like all the algorithm shit gets set up for you, right? So if anything that you listen to, it'll kind of highlight, right? On the main page, like, oh,
it gives
new
you
album that you're, you know, whatever, new release from so-and-so.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know about that band Burst that I like? They have that one fucking kick-ass album that I think is the shit.
I can't get into them either.
Yeah, I tried it. I thought it was okay.
I heard a song on random
regardless, right? It's a band that I've been hoping that they would get back together and put out a new album. Well, a couple years ago, they got together. I guess they did a couple shows and they did like a YouTube live stream or whatever, where they played like a bunch of the songs live in a studio or whatever. And it was the shit. I was fucking pumped. I was like, and then I watched an interview with one of the guys. Like, you know, maybe we'll do another album someday. It's not, whatever. So anyway, yesterday I opened up Spotify and I see this new release from Burst. And I was like, what?
It's a rap.
Dude, I was fucking psyched.
An explosion in the pants.
A
burst.
I hate how I can't zoom in on this. It's kind of
Burst.
allow you to zoom in. But anyway, like the band, logo that they have on their profile in Spotify that's the shit. That's their fucking logo. Dude, I click on it. It's like fucking classical music. Talk about from like getting a huge boner and then like getting your fucking dickhead caught in your zipper.
Woo.
That's kind of like what it was. It was like, God damn it.
Is there like guitars in it, or is it actually just like horns and
it's
oboes
just
and
like
shit?
this classical music. So I click on the first song and I'm like, all right, maybe this is just the intro track. You know how some asshole bands put fucking shit that always gets skipped, like Gizmachi put Winter in the beginning. That's good though. So I go to track 2 and it's the same shit. Track 3, I'm like, I've been fucking had. Yeah, shrinkage.
Damn.
There you go. So has that happened to anybody else?
That it's a band that's not what you thought it was?
Yeah, there is definitely multiple bands with the same name all over that shit.
Yeah. It's happened before. I remember there was somebody else, a band that I liked.
Diablo. Dude.
Yes, it was. It was Diablo. You're
There's
right.
a rap group. Me and Joe Paul talk about this all the time. Like, oh, they got new shit, and it's like a techno album that's 4 hours long, or it's like a rapper from Georgia. Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah.
Whack a cat in the alleyway. Let's down the Uzi spray. We're gonna die today. One by one, the death toll increasing by the ton. Shooting stuck some fun.
Yeah.
What word can't you say? All right.
Balls, you're a big Crossfade fan, right?
Crossfade, like what song into song on Apple Music?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do 2 second. So it just like streams right into the next track. Very fun.
Really?
I do that. It does cut off the beginning and the end, and sometimes you kind of
like
hear that
voice
last.
memos when you leave voice memos on a text message thread.
Yeah.
The beginning of your shit is always cut the fuck off.
Dude, you got to hold that shit for like 3 seconds, have that line go for like a while, and then start talking, and then you're good. It's like just freaking start recording, asshole.
My voice memos are circumcised.
What?
Your voice memos are circumcised.
Yeah.
Balls. What else are you listening to besides William Patrick Corgan's band?
Shit. I'm constantly listening to everything. And I got like a playlist that I put on that's like all the favorite shit I ever listened to.
That's what I wanted to hear, because you were saying earlier that you put together a playlist of just random shit that you love. So I want to hear what's on it.
Well, I'd have to freaking pick up my phone and scroll. Can I do that?
We might lose you.
Just don't turn the show off, though, for the love of God.
All right, I moved away from you guys. The microphone logo's down there. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to fucking flip it like this, though. Dumb shit. The new Chevelle single dropped. That song was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Men I Trust. There you go. There's a band. Yum Yuck. Yo, Messa. That shit is awesome. They're out of Italy.
A whole mess of music.
Messa. Check that out. They only got 2 songs that are released from this album they called The Spin that's coming out.
Okay.
It's the shit. Check that out.
Okay.
Other than that, Porcupine Tree, New Dream Theater, Ginger.
Newcomer.
I like Ginger. They're fucking bad. That Diablo Icaros album that Jimmy recommended. That shit's fucking awesome.
Banger.
The what?
That Diablo album, Icarus.
Wait, Jimmy recommended.
Yeah, the one we were talking about like a month ago.
Yeah, I knew Jimmy always did the shit out of that back in the day.
I still do. Yeah.
You told him about it, Jay?
I don't want to take full responsibility or credit, but
Did you tell me about it? You might have.
It was actually me.
That was a album. Remember back in the days of newalbumreleases.com?
Oh yeah.
.net, whatever it was. I remember going on there, and I probably shouldn't say this because we have a band that has an album or 2 out. But I remember going on, and you could fucking download albums like 4 months before them shits came out. It was like, what?
Yep. And they had the stupid lady talking over the song. Remember we got the Soilwork shit?
Soilwork.
Yeah. And damn, what was I gonna say? Oh, Shit, I forgot it again. I'll come back to me. Something about Diablo. Nope, I forgot.
So, Mike, I remember a voice memo. Was it today? You were talking about. We've mentioned this on the show probably fucking 500 times, but the music you listen to growing up, the formative years, and all that stuff. It's very rare. It happens, but it's very rare that you don't listen to that shit throughout your life, like until the fucking.
I always go back to it. Definitely.
I could probably name off fucking 10 albums off the top of my head that I grew up listening to that I still to this day listen to, and I remember talking to Jeff Hausman, the guy that runs the Van Halen news desk and one of the Van Halen stores, and we were talking about music and shit, and he brought up a great point of why that is, and it's like, dude, when you're younger and you're listening to this music, oh, this new band came out with an album, is this like you're doing all this fun shit. You're fucking hanging out with your friends, partying, drinking. Like these songs are great memories. Like you're making great fucking memories while you're listening to this music and these bands and these albums. And then all of a sudden, you get older, you don't hang out with your friends as much, you start having a family, you got a fucking mortgage, like all this shit. And like
life goes downhill.
Life goes downhill. Like these albums aren't bringing these great memories out, That's a good point. Like, shit, I never fucking thought of that.
Yeah, that is a pretty good point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this song reminds me of getting a blowjob at the back of the barn. Stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
I think I talked about it. I remember with holy shit, the BC Boys
Voice and Still?
Intergalactic.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a junior and they came out. And I remember going to a lake and I was hooking up with a sexy man. I mean, a female. And I always remember. So every time I hear that song, I like remember that. And I was like, oh, that was awesome. That's where like I peaked, and it's just steadily been downhill ever since.
I think that's where
the rash.
It's where I peed instead of came.
It's true. It's true. So yeah, I did see that Christopher Live. So Dave Mustaine was shitting all over new metal. He's like, yeah, dude, they can't play solos.
I've been seeing that a lot the last couple of days too. Like, come on, leave it alone.
He always has, dude. Remember when Megadeth brought Korn out years ago, and he almost threw him off the tour.
Yeah,
because you know why?
Because they're bigger than they are.
Yes, that's the reason. Mustaine will never admit that's the reason. But dude, new metal fucking destroyed Megadeth's career for a while.
It did. Absolutely.
Then they tried to do a less Megadeth album on Risk, and
that was like their Load.
No, Load was good though.
Yeah, Load was actually rough. Like good music,
right?
Whereas Risk is fucking. There's like there's that one kind of good song. Maybe
was that Al Pitarelli on guitar?
Single. Know that,
right?
Al Pitarelli. No. Actually, he wasn't on Risk. It was
Marty Friedman's
last album.
Yes, it was, and it's like he might as well have left an album before.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
The album before wasn't it fucking
Secret
Cryptic Writings?
Cryptic Writings is the shit.
Which is the shit, and you can't get that original recording on freaking any streaming.
Now it's got the drums made from Fisher Price on that bitch now. Yeah, it sucks.
Drums.
It sucks. Whoever did that shit should be assassinated. Yeah,
dude, some of those Megadeth remixes are awful.
Oh, that
pretty much all of them are. The original album sounds so much better.
For sure.
Randy Price says Marty Friedman fucking hated Risk.
Oh, good for him.
That's but he was the one that was bitching that when he first left Megadeth, he was like, I don't want to be associated with a band that has the word death in their title. And I was like, wow, what a sellout.
I think it's named after like a city in Arizona, isn't it? And it's not even D-E-A-T-H, it's D-E-T-H.
It's D-E-T-H. It's like when you look up the word death, how to say it is D-E-T-H. You know, when they put the syllable, like how you would enunciate it. I think that's why he did that.
Remember when Jimmy would say that Marty Friedman's better than Dimebag Darrell? And then I punched Jimmy in the face?
But you'd be wrong, and I'd be right. And we'd still be gay, so it works out. Yeah. I'm not saying Dimebag wasn't great because he was, but if there was like I said, if there was a Madden video game for guitar playing, Marty Friedman's like a
if the
90,
only
96.
rating, the solo rating would be 99 for Marty Friedman. It'd be 90 fucking 7 for Dimebag.
Right. I'm not saying it wasn't
rhythm guitar playing.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking riff writing. Come on now.
I don't know. I mean, it's true.
I pick Dimebag any day of the week.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I'd pick Rust in Peace any day of the week, though. But that's just me. You know.
Yeah, but fucking Mustaine wrote that shit.
That's one of those albums that I don't get what the hype is. I take friggin' Countdown to Extinction any day over that.
I mean, it's a great album too. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
just skin on my teeth right out of the gate. Dope,
dude. No, but here's my opinion on that. I'm with you. Like Countdown is my favorite Megadeth album. I think
Down too.
Oh yeah, that's my thing too. Is like the production on that album. I wish Megadeth sounded like that. Like that's It's like Justice or the you want to say the Black Album, but
more their Black Album.
Yeah, but Justice to me, like I want Metallica to sound like that. I mean, I want to hear bass guitar, and I want some things fine tuned, but like that overall with like how James' voice sounded, the fucking kick drum, like how the rhythm guitars were on that album. Like, dude, that's fucking Metallica right there. You can't fuck with it.
I agree.
Not only that, Countdown to Extinction is almost like their version of Justice in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like just the sound, but you actually hear the bass guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Master and
it gives it more of its own thing.
But dude, you gotta throw whatchamacallit, Rust in Peace as one of the top 2 thrash metal albums of all time. That and Master of Puppets. It's they're 1 and 2. However you want to.
Song that goes, it keeps going back to the
down. Oh,
Polaris.
Yeah, Polaris. Yeah.
It just keeps going,
and they're fucking just keep shredding.
Yep. Shit.
Just mad solos, just fucking guitar clinic.
Yep.
Yeah,
those are the days.
Jay, you think Master's a better thrash album than Justice?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
I think just Master of Puppets melodically just takes the cake. The whole classical element of that album, it's the best on that album, I think.
If Master of Puppets, see, to me, and I might get a lot of shit for this, but Master of Puppets sounds fucking dated to me.
It does.
When I put that shit on, I'm like, the drums just like, oh my God. Can we remix this fucking album?
But if you AI'd fucking Justice sound for Master, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, put the drums on Risk on fucking Master Puppets.
Put the Saint Anger drums on fucking on Battery.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait till we could do that.
Yep.
Can't wait. I'll sit all day long. Give me this tone from this album. Let's make this album sound exactly like this album. Like, wow. It'd be mind blowing.
It's coming.
I want to start a Metallica tribute band and just play And Justice for All from front to back. And you don't have to fucking pay a bass player. Just 3 fucking guys in there.
Yeah. Should get Bob Rock to play bass.
Bob Metal.
I think he was upset when they looked outside.
Yeah, he was trying to convince his boyfriend not to leave him. He had that vibe. It was just like, no, like I think you guys should settle on the right one. Like it was like so weird.
Yeah.
Don't just settle. You should really work this out. Like, hello, I'm right here.
Yep.
Wow.
Would you put some fucking shoes on?
You should put your foot under his wheel.
Is that your guy's fucking page?
No, but it's awesome.
No, Jimmy and I aren't that smart to do something like that.
Dude, this is great.
Large Toe Crush Daily, the best page on Instagram. Yeah. Dude, I remember that shit had like 20, me and Jay, there was like 21 followers, and now it's got like 21,000. Yep. That was like 2 weeks ago.
The OGs, man.
Yeah, it's funny as shit.
Does anybody know if you can automate that? Like if somebody just set it up and has like the same video.
You put your foot under his wheel.
Now can I show you the flaw in the drumming? Yeah.
The whole fucking album. That's the flaw in the
Can I show you the flaw in the drumming?
I mean, it was it was good for them.
Did you remember? Do you remember reading interviews? Well, it might have been an actual. Remember, what was it? Lars's Babble, where the fuck it was that he had, and remember he was sitting on the couch eating a sandwich that one fucking time. He's wiping his fucking greasy fingers on the couch. You remember that video?
That's from Some Kind of Monster. Yeah, that when he has the short blonde do.
Yeah.
When he was going with that Eminem look for a minute.
But I remember reading interviews, and maybe it might have been an audio and whatever it was, but they had like people from the press come in to hear the album before it was released.
Yeah.
Before anybody fucking heard it. And basically Lars admitted like, yeah, once the tape stopped, one of the music news guys was like, is this mixed? And Lars was like, yep, mixed, mastered, all ready to go. Almost like proud that it's dude, if somebody asked me is this mixed? I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'd be embarrassed. He was proud of it.
They were going for that garbage. I'm convinced of it at this point. They were like all frigged up and they were just like, dude, let's just put it out. It's raw. Let's just do it. Fuck it. People are gonna buy the hell out of it anyway. What do we got? We got nothing to lose, guys. They just put out their life at that point in time, which was like in shambles, and that album is in shambles.
I was gonna say the weird thing is like if they would the album they put out when they were 20, like that was Kill 'Em All, which was pretty good, and then now when they were 50, it just doesn't hit the same, but it's the same kind of principle, I guess, behind it.
Yeah, like their new album has like some riffs that remind you of like Kill 'Em All with that like that that twangy up high on the neck kind of shit that they did on Kill 'Em All. They're doing on the new album a little bit.
Yeah,
but I'm not a fan of that Metallica sound though. I like I said, they were the shit starting from fucking Ride the Lightning. Ride the Lightning, they started getting their sound.
Yeah.
I barely listened to Kill 'Em All. I never really got into that album.
Well,
I love that album too.
A lot of it is the production.
I'm
though,
also younger than a lot of people that are into Metallica.
But I think a lot has to do with the production, and they were fucking young. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. James had no idea how to sing. But dude, those songs, man, like when they play those songs on the Justice tour,
right?
Those songs are the shit.
Yeah, when
Jason
they had
Newsted
more modern sound with it, they did like Whiplash, especially. I'm a fan of that song.
Whiplash.
Fucking badass, man.
Metallica.
Holy shit, this is them. This is off Kill 'Em All. I remember hearing it on the friggin' the Black Album tour shit they had of it. It was like, holy crap.
They do Fight Fire with Fire on that album or that cycle too.
I don't know. They didn't do it on Justice.
No. Okay.
No.
Well, that's a tricky one, man.
Oh wait, they did. Remember that Donington Festival thing? I think they played that at that show, didn't they? Like 91 or something like that.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Well, you know what's funny? We're talking about Metallica, which I figured we would tonight anyway. I knew we would. I watched the 94 was it Download Festival? Which one was it where Joey and Dave Lombardo and the Lars's drum tech filled in when Lars was sick?
Oh, 2004, you mean?
Yeah, 2000. Did I say that?
You said 94.
Did I? Fucking A. 2004. My bad. Dude, that was cool as shit seeing Joey fucking play those songs.
With the mask on too?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Back then he had they were still
Got it.
contractually obligated to like wear those things whenever they were in public.
Okay. Like that interview is cool when there was someone talking about it. Like Joey was crying because he was so honored to do it. And I don't know, that shit always fucking gets me. When you hear like people so pumped to meet someone or to do a song with someone, I fucking love that.
Dude. Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I was reading the comments on the YouTube video and there was a couple quotes from Joey in there that people wrote, and one of them was like, because I guess their set got cut short because they didn't know if they were going to play, then they had to figure out what they were going to do, and then probably they had to rehearse some of these songs with these guys. So I think they only got to play like 11 songs.
Yeah.
Now try to think back to the last time Metallica played 11 songs live, probably the fucking Master Tour because they were opening for Ozzy or whatever.
Yep.
So probably more than, half of their set was cut. But I guess before they played Enter Sandman, Kirk I don't know if they're set. They might have had one more or something or an encore. I forget what it was. But I guess when the lights kind of dimmed, Kirk walked up to Joey, and because I don't know if Joey knew like if he was going to be playing that one or not. And Kirk asked him, "Do you want to play Enter Sandman?" And Kirk said that I looked through and I saw his fucking eyes like well up in his mask, like and start to tear. He was like so fucking pumped to be playing like the biggest heavy metal song ever with the big, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the sort of shit you dream about. He probably felt like he was dreaming.
Yeah, and how long was Slipknot's set that night? Because he said he walked off stage fucking drained, and as soon as he heard what was going on, and they asked if he wanted to play with him, he was like instantly like, "Oh yeah," like pumped again, like I'm fucking good to go.
Yep. I did not ever see Morgan Rose fill in for Tommy Lee. I didn't even know that happened.
He's also he's the man too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He could do it all day long. He's like a trickster too with the friggin' sticks and everything. He's freaking awesome drummer.
He is really good.
He's the man.
But how long ago was that? Because I know Motley Crue, they've played with a click track for backing track purposes for fucking years. So I could only imagine, you know, in a lot of bands, I don't know if Motley Crue does this, but you know, bands will play things slightly different live than they do from the album. You know what I mean? Like the sad Crue part, right? The chorus, they fucking play it slightly different. You know, maybe different breaks, different count offs and stuff. They'll stop the song here. So I can just imagine having to play to a click to songs that you know, but like shit, what are they? You know, you're paying attention to the click, not the fucking band and what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine playing to a click live. I mean,
everybody does it now.
Yeah, I mean, I get it's natural enough, like when you have it done right and the in-ears and all that shit, but I don't know. I feel like that would be weird. Like if you catch the wrong cue and I don't know, but it's always doing the same thing, so it really doesn't matter.
Jimmy, when you were playing with Abuse Ritual, did you guys play to a click or no?
No, they wanted to, but then we just didn't, because then I had to get like the in-ear shit. It was a lot of money to, you know, put in for, you know, playing bars.
Y'all motherfuckers paying for this shit?
Yeah, and a lot of the time, just the drummer I think does it, and then everybody just goes off the drummer. But
sure,
yeah, who knows?
I would totally have in-ears if I was still playing live. I would have totally got that shit. I had no reason to get it, so I never got it.
Well, it wasn't really as like now, like you said, everybody uses that shit now. But back when we were still playing live, it wasn't like a, you know, especially like if we were headlining, yeah, fuck that.
No, it's cool because it'll filter everything down. It takes out like all that shit that damages your hearing, but you still hear the high frequencies. Like it sounds legit, you know. It sounds like it's live still, you know, but it's just you don't go deaf. Or less deaf.
Well, I feel the whole click track live thing, it takes the live energy away.
I agree.
You know? Like I know Dream Theater with Mangini, they were playing to a click. And it's like
we would rehearse all the time. We'd play that shit at band practice, like good tempos. When we took it live, the shit was always faster. And sometimes it'd be so fast that it's like, holy shit, is this fast right now? I go over to Jimmy and I'd be like, fucking dude. I had to do that with Brian when I was playing with him a little bit too. He'd be fucking flying live.
Well, there's a couple of different reasons. Obviously, it's the adrenaline, right? I don't think Jimmy got excited playing live. It was probably just him wanting to get the fuck off the stage.
I was gonna say, is that the fuck up?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut 2 minutes off this motherfucker tonight. I'm cutting 2 minutes. Speed run.
Yep. We used to do that shit too for fun.
We played 3 songs on Ozfest, and we were just under 20 minutes with those.
Was it 15 or 20?
20.
I think we got 20. It was 20 minutes. We played 3 songs. That's all we could get.
Yeah,
we would have dropped Voice of Sanity. Would have been able to get an extra track. We would have had 4 songs probably.
Time to spare.
Yep.
You guys aren't playing another one? You got 8 minutes?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played a 5 and change song, another 5 and change song, and an 8 minute.
Why did you pick Voice of Sanity since it's so long? Why wouldn't you get another song in? What was the mindset on that?
I think that might have been a Clown suggestion, and we didn't really fight him on it, to be honest.
Okay.
Plus, we like playing that song live. We always close with it, and we always wanted to. I think we wanted to keep that being our closing track because we were doing that live all the time. Once that song was written, I felt like we played that last all the time. Any chance we got, really.
Mm-hmm.
So if you toured Omega Collide, would you still close with that song?
No, Omega Collide's like a pretty banging closer. We'd probably do that.
Just that song.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
thank you. Good night. Yep.
That's a pretty good ending track for sure. Voice of Sanity, though, I don't know. To me, that's like classic.
Yeah, that one was always fucking fun as shit.
Balls, what was your favorite Gizmachi song to perform?
I like playing Wearing Skin, Wandering Eyes, Voice of Sanity. The songs we played on Ozfest, basically.
Basically.
And what's another freaking banger? I like playing we didn't play what do you call it live. I was gonna say friggin' this track 2 or track 3 on the new one.
No, we just played that
we played that in band practice.
Yeah.
Fun.
Before it was done. Doesn't that kind of suck? Like there are some songs on this album that we never really played together.
Yeah, no. Like the last time we played them is with that band practice rehearsing for the whatever. We were writing the album basically, and then it just nothing. We never, finished it.
See, that's one cool thing and shitty thing about modern music. You can record a whole fucking album and never. We did play in like we did play together. It's not like we didn't. But like if we worked on a whole new album now, we wouldn't be playing it together.
Yeah, it would be like someone would come up with like a riff ideas, parts, and like record it, communicating like kind of thing. And I think it would still come out cool. It would be kind of a cool experience for sure, but
it would.
I don't think we have the time to anymore, really. I think it would take fucking like 8 years to finish something like a EP.
It's faster than 15 or 16, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, it would probably take probably 20 years to put out the next thing.
Jamie, you like that Reb Beach Ibanez Voyager guitar? What, the one with the big cutout, right? Not really. I remember seeing one. What was that music store in Connecticut?
East Coast Music Mall.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, where you got the white Ibanez that Mike ran over with his car.
No, it wasn't that one.
Maybe I got my black guitar there, the one that you bought me.
No, there was
Scott
another
Lyons
music
guitar.
store. There was another music store in Connecticut.
I remember going to a weird store to buy my the black guitar, the one that I still have.
Thank you.
Same one we went to see. Went to get Scott's at. Same. That's probably East Coast Music Mall.
That was it. Yeah, the white, the fixed bridge. Yeah.
But I remember seeing one there, and it was the like wood finish one with the gold hardware, and I just remember thinking like, what the fuck?
I hate gold hardware.
Yeah, unless it's like a Les Paul or something, or some certain guitars you can get away with it.
Yeah, the gunmetal, the chrome, the black, all day.
Yeah, oh yeah, big time. But I remember seeing it, and then seeing obviously it in videos and shit. If I had to get one now, it would be the laser blue one or whatever the fuck color. But
you're all about the friggin' neon guitars nowadays.
Well, I think it's the same color as the laser blue Ibanez that Brian has back there. Over his right shoulder.
Laser blue.
Quick, throw some salt over your right. No, that one. That one. There you go. One with the Boner Jams license plate above it.
Those look like miniature guitars. Oh, because they're far away. Yeah.
Because Brian went to the gym today, so now they're all mini guitars.
Next to his pecs. Yeah.
So, Jimmy, I was going to ask, if you were going to tour, let's say you had 40 minutes, what songs would you perform, Gizmachi songs? How many off the, let's say, Imbuing? How many off Omega Clyde? Would it be more Omega Clyde heavy? Like, what would you do?
What is it? 40 minutes? Shit.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
I mean, it'd probably be, my opinion, a lot of the new ones are pretty well made, so, but Omega Clyde for sure. And that's like 12 minutes right there. So there's a quarter of the.
Yeah, that one's like, it's like about the same length as Voice of Sanity.
Yeah.
The other 8 minutes song.
Just do those two, and then that's it.
Two intermissions and Omega Clyde and Voice of Sanity. There you go.
Yeah.
3 songs. That's
Yep.
Yeah, whatever that. 24 minutes.
Remember Trials? I think we talked about this last time, but yeah, That was a fun one to play live.
I wouldn't even know where to start with that shit.
The middle, just repeat it. Silverfit, yeah.
There we go.
Girly song is a good one.
Old school.
Yep.
The Red Beach Shark. Which one was that? Yeah, the Koa one, Ben Tom. That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, you know that video is still on YouTube? Remember that we played NFA at like the Brown Jug Festival?
What?
Yeah.
96? It's on Matt Cummings' YouTube page.
That was our first show with Jimmy.
Yeah, it was funny as shit.
That's wait, like, what do you type in? Is it Gizmachi?
It's really weird. I'll have to. I can't even tell you.
Can't
So
be
that's
that.
like our initials or something,
Yeah,
right?
CJHMK or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Was that when Jay was wearing the Adidas tracksuit?
I think you had.
No, I had the pants, but I had a Hail Satan shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
my mom fucking threw out.
Ridiculous. I was a little fanboy. That was before I was in Gizmachi. We're talking 1996.
Yeah.
So I was like a little fanboy. I couldn't wait to see them at the
Balls was 7.
Yeah.
The thing is that they look like fucking rock stars in high school. That's, except for Jimmy.
I didn't. That's what I say.
Jimmy looked mad ordinary.
Yeah, some idiot. Who's this dickhead on the drums? Oh yeah.
Jimmy looked mad young. I'll just say that compared to the way he looks right now. Jesus Christ.
Yep. That's what 40 years will do.
Yeah.
40 years.
I was 4 when I played that. Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water and piss.
All right. I'll remove you.
Shit.
It's funny shit, man. Yeah, it's funny. The Mike was a fan before, and then remember when we actually we tried him out in the band, and we all were like, yeah, let's ask and see if he wants to join the band. And then he's like, I got to think about it. Like, what?
Remember we didn't like the band that he was in at all.
Of course.
And I was like, why are we trying this motherfucker? Oh, yeah.
he can't play sweeps.
He can't do shit. Yeah. But yeah, worked out.
Come on, let's look for the next Yngwie Malmsteen.
We did. Remember Cuomo came and played guitar behind his back.
Mario?
The
governor?
Mario Cuomo Bridge came. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That was funny. Yep.
What band was Balls in before Gizmachi?
They were called Dim.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of music were they playing?
Shit. I guess they covered, what did they cover that shit? They covered Sober from Tool. But the thing was the drummer, he's a nice guy, but he thought he was Danny Carey, but wasn't.
Well, Jimmy, just be honest on here. He ain't fucking watching this shit.
Get off, eh?
Trash, but and, it was the whole thing. He would soup the shit up. We were in a jazz band. He would come into it. We're playing fucking Sober from Tool. We got the whole because the big deal about Sober back then was the drum fill in the beginning of the song.
It still is a big thing about that song. That first drum fill, the shit.
Yeah, and there was no fucking way this dude could play that. And then all of a sudden, as it's coming up to it, me and the singer, Gizmachi back then, whatever, there's no way in hell. I was like, I'll jump off the fucking out the window right now if this idiot lands his fill. And then he played it, and it sounded like someone picked up his drums and threw the drums out the window and recorded it. I was like, terrible.
Sure as shit.
And then they covered Becoming from Pantera, and we were like, holy shit, not even close.
Yeah.
But that's a 2 tall orders. But when you hear him when you're talking about
but don't get on there talking about I'm gonna nail this, I'm gonna do this. No, you're not.
Yeah, it was bad. There he is.
Yeah,
We're just talking shit.
What the fuck we were talking about?
That fucking guy, that poor bastard.
Yeah. But that was funny.
Jimmy was here shitting on your band before you joined us.
Just Eric Vanderveer, not your band. But
was it just the drums that you didn't like, or was it the whole thing?
Dude, you got a shitty drummer. You got a shitty band. I'm sorry.
He wasn't shitty. He just thought he was
a god.
Mike Portnoy back in 95. And
yeah, he talked a lot of shit and he couldn't back it up. Is basically what it was.
Which is whatever.
But Mike's band, they had talented dudes except for the drummer.
I thought you were gonna say except for Mike. I don't know. Except for Mike. I don't know why. But yeah, it's true. Yeah, they had
we had towards the very end. We actually were starting to write some cool shit, and this is when we had Pablo on bass. And
he's a fucking good ass bass player.
Yes, and this is Eric was actually getting the shit together towards the end there a little bit.
Let's not get carried away, but anyway.
And then we came in and swept you away. Or is
Yeah,
that what
no
happened?
one saw that version of us anyway. We weren't playing out. We were only writing, and no one saw it. So, I'm telling you, it was a lot better. But
And then that's when you joined us.
that's right around the time I started my own thing there with George and Ray, and wrote some songs there. I had Johnny Segura on drums, which it didn't really go anywhere. And then obviously I got the offer to be in Gizmachi, and I was just like, let me think about it.
Yeah,
I didn't tell them like friggin' yeah right away, and like they took that as like such a friggin' slap in the face offense.
Dude, me and Sean were like, this motherfucker.
Sean too. Yeah.
Were you playing a 7-string before you joined Gizmachi?
No, I wasn't. I didn't play 7-string until I got in Gizmachi. I basically was like, that was like one of the things I had to do. You got to go buy a fucking 7-string. We don't fuck around with 6 strings in this band.
Why couldn't you just tune to B on a 6-string?
I can see myself saying that. I can see myself saying that. Wait, while we get off topic here, there's a topic. What happened with Tool?
You didn't see that?
No, I have no idea what Chris is saying here.
That shit on their friggin' South America tour, yeah.
What they do?
That apparently they promised the people 2 different sets each night, like completely different. And the second set had 3 songs from the first night. Each night they're supposed to get a different experience, different friggin' songs. And I guess they looked at that as like a breach of contract just because of how much money was involved with the whole thing.
And didn't they cut the second night short too?
Maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe that. I don't know about that. But, yeah, they were supposed to play entirely different songs, and they played 3 of the same songs from the night before. And their songs are long as shit. So, like, it's like you heard it the night before. Like, they're the kind of band that you play completely different sets. Basically do that Metallica thing. You're not going to hear the same song twice like they did on their tour. I think they were going for that, except they kind of blew it.
You blew it.
But whatever. Like, I see the same song again the next night. Who gives a shit?
Oh, if it's Third Eye and shit like that, like you motherfuckers are playing
that. These people paid like thousands and thousands of dollars to friggin' see this shit.
Dude, I'd feel guilty if I was in a huge band. If people were paying thousands of dollars I'd feel horrible.
It was like a whole experience. You went like basically on vacation, and Tool happened to be playing that night. It's kind of awesome when you think about it.
What was it? What do you mean? It wasn't just like a Tool concert?
It was
like a goddamn vacation. You go to this resort and Tool's playing at the end of the day, headlining 2 nights in a row. It was like a fucking vacation.
Mastodon awesome, played too.
Without
and
the
like
guitar player.
Mastodon was on that and shit. Like,
was Ben Eller back on guitar?
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
It was like a fucking festival, 2-day festival in fucking some tropical climate.
Has anybody from Tool responded to the?
I don't think so.
To the hubbub.
Yeah, there was like some guy threatened that went there as a lawyer or whatever, and he bringing up charges.
You don't say.
Ta-da! Oh shit! Concert vacations. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So you get an 8-song set list, and you're playing. You promise 2 different sets each night, or a different set each night.
A different set each night, yeah.
And then you're pulling up fucking almost half of the songs the same the next night. I wonder if like they were working on different songs to play and they just sucked. Like,
maybe.
Boy, we can't play this.
Like, anything's possible now. Those guys are getting old, and like remembering all those parts and all those songs, that shit ain't easy.
Yeah. I don't think it's the remembering. I think it's the performance. So probably it's Maynard.
I think Maynard is starting to like fucking be past his prime. You know what I mean? Like way past it. Like he can't do it anymore. I think they need to start thinking about down tuning, or
they don't yet.
They only play certain songs. A lot of it's newer stuff. Like they don't fuck around with anything Undertow or friggin' Opiate. They don't really mess with that shit anymore because they can't do it.
Yeah,
can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Sounds like shit. Like.
Well, dude, imagine him singing "Part of Me."
Yeah.
Fuck.
Part of me, like it would be a train wreck. It'd be like Mr. Labrie early on there.
Not that bad.
Mr. Labrie. But here's the difference, though. I mean, Dream Theater and Tool, yeah, they're both like progressive bands, but most Dream Theater fans, I would say 90% of Dream Theater fans, like they would almost, if you went to a Dream Theater show and like, hey guys, we got to play instrumental tonight. James isn't feeling. Everybody be like, fucking cool, fucking instrumental Dream Theater for fucking 3 hours, bro. Everybody be pumped. But Tool, like, oh, Maynard can't play. Everybody be pissed.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, Maynard's a way better singer than Labrie.
Well, now they're comparable.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean,
but back in the day, Maynard all day long. He was the shit. On Anima for like, come on now.
Yeah, I would, if I was starting a band, I would take him easily. But if you're talking about like Dream Theater-y type music, you know, like Labrie's voice is perfect for that shit.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Labrie. He got shit his whole career, that guy.
No, because he wore a vest.
It was all because of the vest. But Kevin wore the vest too. He was the shit.
Jeff Tate wore them shits too, yeah.
Where is it? Here we go.
Morning, they had the vests. Let's not talk the
vest, dude.
Let's not talk about Queensryche, Chris DeGarmo with the chaps and the fucking vest.
The chaps with the fucking stars on them and the fucking tassels and the puffy pirate shirt. He wore the pirate shirt before it was cool in Seinfeld, man.
Holy shit!
Yep. Remember, didn't you wear a beret for a little while too, late in the fucking Dream Theater career?
Dream Theater, Queensryche.
Queensryche, sorry, dude. Imagine like one of us. We're getting on stage, coming out of the, everybody goes in the dressing room at the same time. Like, imagine Jimmy Balls comes rolling in and some shit like that. Like, what the fuck are you wearing? Jim, look what fucking Balls is wearing.
Did you guys ever have that? Anyone ever go on stage wearing something ridiculous and you guys are?
I'd have to go on stage, just go to Jay's house, out wearing something different. Put on some nice clothes and just catch some shit from this dude. What the fuck are you wearing? We're going out to fucking dinner.
Yeah.
At a fucking regular joint. This fucking dude looks like he's gonna go out to fucking Tahiti in the fucking
Jinkos and a fucking a medium t-shirt.
Medium.
Mike comes over dressed in some shit. Here's me.
Same tan too.
Jimmy, would you ever go on, let's say, a rock cruise or a destination concert, anything like that?
I wouldn't want to go on a boat. No, I'm scared of everything.
That's true.
I'll watch it on YouTube. It's fine. Yep. Yeah, concerts are what they're cracked out to be anymore, in my opinion.
What was the last big show you went to?
I think what the hell show did we go to last summer?
Oh, Mudvayne, Megadeth.
Oh wait, that was that. We went Lorna Shore, Mastodon, and Gojira. Yeah, that's probably it.
That was a good show. That was
a great show.
But being down on the floor in that and getting knocked around the pit a little bit, I was like, I was good on that shit.
Yeah, it's mad annoying.
You're paying attention to like these motherfuckers around you. We were literally like in this little row that was between two friggin' pits. He had a pit on the right, a pit on the left. We're in the row in the middle here, like friggin' just getting smashed from both angles. Like,
yeah, I was just concerned about Brody the whole time. I'm just like making sure no one bumped into him because I would have hit someone.
Yeah, he's a grown man. Yeah, I'm fine. Yep. Yeah, that was a good show.
That was a great show.
Yep.
There's he's been in the pit.
I did that once. I didn't throw a haymaker at someone, but it was during what was it? Not Ozfest. What's the other Mayhem Festival? Yeah. It was the two headliners. I think it was Motorhead,
dude,
Slayer, and Slipknot.
I can't get over how much that looks like you, Brian. It's fucked up.
That's because it is.
and that who is that actually? Is that friggin' Billy Joe? Seriously?
Yeah.
But hold on a second. Kurt, I don't want to blow Kurt's spot up, but he did a face swap. So that is Brian's face. But it didn't take much for AI to like, oh, he just wanted something from the same guy.
So I'm in the pit for Slayer, or I was just standing on the side, and some young dude just ran right into me, and I was not feeling that. So he turned around. I fucking shoved him as hard as I ever did. I don't know if that kid made it. I was like 30 years old, 29 years old. It was bad. And I was with Lewis, who works in the office. And he always says, he's like, remember when you shoved that kid? I think he died. I was pissed. Like, I'm sitting there watching, like, I don't want to do that shit. And
no,
I was not happy. But then luckily, Sean Kane is like, hey, do you want to watch Slipknot from the side of the stage? I'm like, yes.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Out here now.
I have a similar pit story. Speaking of Tool, they played the Civic Center in 19 shit.
Yeah, I regret not going to that shit.
Was it 96 or whatever?
Yeah,
in
the news.
Dude, it was me, Zambusto, my friend Kyle, like all our buddies, whatever. And we were like kind of way up front because it was cool to do that shit. And I'm just trying to watch Danny Carey or whatever. And that shit's getting all crazy and whatnot. And we were sitting there. I was like trying to like go on Kyle's shoulders or whatever. And I got hit in the back by something. And I was like, what the hell? And I turned around, didn't see shit. And then 2 seconds later, same thing, boom, elbow right in my back. So I just turned around and threw the bitch like hard as I could right to somebody's back. It was a girl right in the back. Like, oh shit, went flying in, swallowed up by people.
Damn.
RIP. Yeah, straight in the kidney. It's bad. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was getting drilled. So what are you gonna do?
Fuck that shit, man.
Yep.
It's just amazing how fast it happens. Go ahead, Paul. Sorry.
A little bit more.
Huh?
So I always keep it in the back a little bit more. The next level up, away from the pit. I've never been like a big getting in the pit on the floor kind of guy. I've always been a little bitch with that.
It's neat, but then when you're there, it's like the sound is like and then
I just didn't want to break news. Anything could fucking happen in that shit. Yeah. People were, especially in the shows we went to, freaking New York hardcore. I mean, come on now, people are trying to kill each other.
You ever see Sick of It All?
Probably.
Yeah.
We probably played some kind of thing with them at the Chance or some fucking where.
In Brooklyn, we played the thing. There's like the outdoor festival. I think they played that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We always knew when we were going to like those straight, like fucking hardcore shows, we weren't nobody's gonna like our shit.
Yeah, we were playing a lot of those bills. It was like some of those hardcore bands were playing, and like it's the only bills we can really get on. And like Sean was like all cool with those guys, and like we got on those shows, and like we just didn't ever really fit in.
Nope.
Did you ever play a show that you're like, I don't think people are gonna like us here, and then at the end you're like, damn, and people were really receptive to you guys?
We played shows like where people were just kind of looking at us at first, like, who the fuck are these guys? And then by the end of the friggin' set, they were like fucking hands in the air, like going crazy. I remember like towards the end, like, we would like win crowds over, and we were starting to do that more and more towards the end. And it was, you saw it happen. It was pretty cool. Where at first we were playing shows like to like 5 people, and like no one could give a flying fuck about us, really.
What was that cool venue in Connecticut that we played probably at least 2 or 3 times?
Toad's Place in New Haven?
No, it was a bigger play. It had a huge backstage area, but you had to walk through like this long runway across the fucking runway. No, it was just like a big sidewalk area to get back to the backstage, but it had a big ass fucking stage. Had an arcade room, I think. It was like a perfect venue for bands. And we at least played there twice. It might have been 3 times. And every fucking time, dude, decent crowds and motherfuckers on the guardrail like this.
Yeah.
And it's so hard when you're playing like heavy music and you're trying to like get up there and you can't, it's hard. You can't really stand there and play heavy music. So you got to move around, but it's hard.
People are just kind of like, this is like they didn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
We played those shows.
Yep. It's very hard to like really let loose and just do that shit when people are just standing there. But then I mentioned this show a while ago, guys. The one with Head PE. Remember we got to that? It was in Maine, I believe. Maine or New Hampshire. It was fucking like January or February. Freezing cold outside. It was some pool hall.
I remember that one. We went to a music store.
Remember the stairs going down?
Yeah.
I remember we got there early before Head PE got there. And we're like, they ain't gonna fucking play this shit. they ain't gonna play this shit. Remember, because we walked down and there's all these pool tables on both sides, and they're like, all right, the room you guys are playing in, like, room, we're playing in a room, and it was this.
Literally, we were playing in this fucking long room.
Yeah, it was that long.
It was awesome.
Gilmore had the pink hot dog. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh God,
dude, we get there and we're like, this is gonna be the fucking worst show of this whole tour, dude. We get on there and the stage was like as high as my dick, right? So it was like this high off the ground. So it was what was like a 10-inch stage. I wish my dick was 10 inches.
Damn, son.
It was like this high off the ground. It was like nothing.
it was a step.
It was a step. Yeah, it was literally a step off the ground. And I remember like thinking it was going to be the dumbest show ever. And dude, it got packed and it kept getting fucking packed. And we started playing. You motherfuckers are like on stage with us. Remember? Like leaning up.
Dude, they were like leaning right up on our faces, headbanging. Like you could smell these motherfuckers' breath. It was fucked up.
That's the show where Sean almost knocked me into Jimmy's drum
Sean
set.
almost knocked Jay over into Jimmy's set. Actually, he did. And like fucking, I'll never forget Jay's face. He was just like fucking going backwards off his fucking feet. Like gravity's taking hold, and he's just like with that sideways smirk with the fucking serious dead eyes, like fucking kidding. Oh man,
shit.
Deadhead PE play that night too.
Yeah, dude. And they remember they
Dude, it
were
was
like
pandemonium.
Dude, yeah, pandemonium. But they were like, remember at the end of their set, they were chanting Gizmachi or some shit. They had the crowd going fucking nuts for us. It was the shit.
That is awesome.
It was pretty awesome. Like we could have did an encore.
Get off. We'll play your
It was
shit.
the first time ever. Like it felt that way. It was fucking wild.
What, a 10-inch stage? I wish my dick was 10 inches. There you go.
Jimmy, what was your favorite show you've ever played?
Favorite show I've ever played?
Not with Jay or Balls. No, I'm joking. Like ever.
It wouldn't be with us, probably.
Sure, it was some other event.
All county
Oh, that
band,
was a good
8th
one.
grade. Yeah,
Oh, when Nikolai Busco threw up?
that was the best. That was great. That was funny as shit. I don't know. Favorite show? We played this place in Colorado, I think in Ozfest, and there was like one of the. Usually you're out all the time. You're outdoor there, but there was like mad mountains and like trees in the background. It's pretty cool. I think it was Colorado. I don't remember what part or whatever, but we were also like 8 in the morning or whatever, which was kind of nutsack, but that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, there were those shows on Ozfest. We had literally rolled out of bed. Maybe you get something to eat, and like you go to the stage to play. Like it's
It was like 10:15 or 10:30 or 10. What was the
it was
early?
9:15, I think, or 9:40 or something like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dumb early in the morning. Like you just fucking got up and you're going on stage to fucking perform. It's like Jesus Christ. That felt weird. That was like the summer camp kind of like I want to go home vibe. You know what I mean?
Well, you wanted to go home that tour?
Nah, I mean, dude, I wasn't in it 100%. Like I was like wrapped up in a girlfriend and that doing that whole bullshit, which I regret. Totally regret.
Yeah,
Because
that's terrible.
I wasn't 100% in it. Like, and a lot of cats were having fun, and I was just kind of on my fucking phone talking to her, arguing.
I miss you.
Stupid. Shit. We were just like fighting the whole time. It was stupid. I look back at it now, and it's like, wow, what a fucking douche.
Hey, it happened, right?
Yeah, man. It's like one of those things. It's like that's a regret that I have. It's not a bad one, but it kind of is.
Remember that one show in Jacksonville, Florida?
Where you got robbed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jay got robbed?
Oh,
No,
Mike
not
did.
me. Fucking balls.
You want me to use your phone?
Yo, let me use your phone. I'm like, nah, man. Like, get your own fucking phone. Like, and then he's just like, yo, you want to get shot for that phone? Like, fucking reaching in his pocket and shit. And I was like, oh, you gonna shoot me for my phone, man? Like, no, just dial the number. He didn't have me dial a number. I held it out, and he just snatched that shit away from me. That fucking scumbag. Nah, I was pissed. I just canceled my service, got a new phone. I got home. I didn't give a shit, but it was just the principle. Like, really? I had to go get robbed out here? Fucking bullshit.
Where were you?
I was in Jacksonville, Florida, just kind of pacing around outside the venue. got a little far away.
It wasn't like right next to the venue.
I was like down the fucking block a little bit, like on the corner. I was asking for it.
Yeah, we were out in the back, backstage in the where all the fucking vans.
It was out in the open. I didn't think it was it wasn't like a dark alley.
But I remember like for a long, like the whole fucking time, we see balls just pacing over yonder, and finally, like all of a sudden, he comes over. He's like, "Fucking phone just got stolen."
That was Ozfest?
No. This was what tour was that?
Diecast?
I don't think that was a friggin' good one.
Oh, was it when
that could have been any
that
of
was
them.
the one with the Belushi cat, Jay. Whatever one that was.
Might have been
It was that tour.
It wasn't with Will Smith was there and Balls was in the background behind the fence pacing.
That was another time. With the stroll.
If I wasn't fucking performing and getting something to eat, I was on the fucking phone like an asshole.
And he's gonna borrow money from Jay to get a sub to eat in front of him.
Right, so gonna bring that up again, huh?
Every time.
Yep.
Yep. That was great.
Here's me looking through the window at Subway, seeing Mike Eaton.
Yeah, I'll never live that one down.
That was the best day of touring in my whole life. That was so good.
You guys used to love when I get. Remember when me and Sean got into it?
Dude,
no.
Jimmy was in the band. For that.
No,
better
Sean
than that.
like recently, Jay got pissed at me the way he got pissed at Sean on that tour.
No.
Wait,
yeah, it was similar.
Nothing will beat. We were at where we Ohio at the truck stop. We had to go to McDonald's at like 4 a.m, and we it was like, oh, we're only serving breakfast now.
Great.
And Jay's like, yeah, let me get an egg McMuffin or whatever, cheese or whatever. And he brings it over, opens it up. It's like, oh, they didn't put cheese on it. So I'm like, shit, here we go. So he brings it up there. He talks to the guy. I'm like looking around, like trying to see what he says. He comes back. He opens it up, and the cheese is like ice cold. He's like, yo, the cheese is cold. He's staring at it like for like a minute. And all of a sudden, he picks it up. God damn it! Throws it up against the wall. Walks out of the fucking McDonald's.
You're missing a step.
Oh, sorry.
There's a 3-parter.
Oh.
I ordered it with cheese.
Oh, it's
It
steaming.
had no cheese
Steaming
on
cheese.
it.
Yeah.
I brought it up and said, "Hey, can you ordered it with cheese? Can you put a piece of cheese on it?"
It was nuclear.
He puts a cold piece of cheese on.
Yeah.
I get back. I'm like, "Fucking cheese is cold." So I go back and, "Hey, can you put this in the microwave for like 7 seconds?"
7 seconds.
I'm standing up there for like a minute and a half. And it fucking comes back and it's fucking bubbling.
Yeah.
like somebody brought it to the fucking 1,000 miles away from the sun.
Chernobyl.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Chernobyl.
The ghost of
It's
Kiev
fucking
cooked
bubbling. So I got fucking pissed and I don't know what the hell. I said I don't do that shit anymore.
So good.
You know?
What, order food or just get pissed off?
Get pissed off like that. I just won't like I just won't eat it. Like I ain't fucking eating it.
The last time I heard Jay,
I'll pay for it. Now I won't eat.
I'm out $10. Fuck this shit.
the last time I heard Jay piss is when he was yelling at Balls and Balls yelling at him on the voice memos. That was the best.
I wonder if they're still on there.
No, unless you saved them.
Hey, can I see your camera? Why? Because I'm gonna fucking smash it. That was a classic too.
Yeah.
That was the glory days.
He said it like very calm. He was like,
Yep.
Set it up. There was a girl. Gilmore ended up banging this chick, right?
That was E-Town Concrete Show.
Yeah, I think Gilmore ended up eventually banging her. But we had a buddy of ours who ended up being our driver, Mike Gaffon, and he had a fucking mullet. I mean, there's no other way to describe it, right?
No.
Yeah,
he had a bowling shirt and the mullet, which really it was awesome. I mean, it's the shit, but look back 20 years ago.
So
you understand.
Anyway, this chick was there. I remember what was her name? She had red hair. I remember that.
No, I have no idea what her name is.
And she was like, I could hear her like making fun of him a little bit and talking about like, and she started like taking pictures of his hair. And I remember fucking getting fucking pissed. Like I just snapped all of a sudden.
He got
the camera.
Was this before or after?
He's like, why you want to see my? He's like, because I want to smash it. I looked over at him. I was like,
her face was like,
dude, I was pissed, man.
Shit.
I didn't realize he was mad until he said, because I'm gonna smash it. I was like,
so good.
Yeah.
Because he looked like a fucking evil bastard when he said it too.
You know what the best part about all these are? It's like every time one of these stories is told, I always was looking over, bringing their equipment into the fucking storage thing because everybody had a bad back then. So I'm like 2 miles away from every time one of these stories happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'd be happy to know that
Find
I
out
actually
about it later.
fucking back now. So there you go.
Yep.
Jimmy, what
That
happened?
fucking lion.
I don't know.
I mean, ass karma.
Yep.
No, Jimmy's like, what happened? what,
Yeah. Huh?
what happened here?
Jay threatened to smash some girl's camera. Yeah, it was the shit.
What?
Yeah. Huh?
Did you threaten to smash camera before or after Gilmore banged her?
Before.
Before.
Yep. During. Yeah.
Yeah, during.
It's like sorry for my friend Jay, but I'm gonna give you my dong as a parting gift.
Yeah, we're gonna smash your camera and then your butthole. Yeah.
Fuck him. Come with me.
Did Jimmy, you ever lose your shit on tour? Like, did you ever get in a screaming match? Did anyone flip out?
Not to me, but Sean, one time we were
we played Castaways.
no, it was remember that we had an off show trip. We were like we were on tour with Trivium, but we wouldn't play all the dates. They had like shit booked the whole time. We were like every other day or whatever. So I would help that dude Travis bring his drums in, and his his drum tech was kind of the drum tech we had for Ozfest. So I'd like help him out carrying shit. Because what else am I good for? So I'd be helping them bring shit in. They played a show. It was I think we were in Toronto, Canada, and the power went out mid set, and for a Trivium second song, and they were fucking pissed and all young or whatever. So like, all right, guess we're bringing the shit out. So I take Travis's bass drum and I'm wheeling it out the back door. And as it happened, that Paulo, the bass player, was throwing a bottle at the building, and it like exploded like right above my head when I was carrying the shit. And Sean Kane saw that. He was like, "What?" He got fucking pissed. I was like, that's a good throw, but whatever, dude. I thought Sean was gonna kill him, and yeah. So Sean got pissed for me, usually all the time. Yeah.
Did he say anything to Paulo?
Yeah, he was pissed. He's like, "What the fuck you doing?" Blah blah. And he apologized and he bought me like a bottle of liquor, and I was like, "I don't drink," so I just gave it back.
I don't drink.
I did this. Yeah, I did the same thing to Zach Wilde. Remember that? That was funny. But he's a nice guy. Yep.
Was Zach Wilde give you a beer and you're like, no thanks?
Yeah. And he wanted to give me a Coke, but yeah, that was really cool. And
He
always
brought
looks
over
like
a
your dad.
sister.
Yeah, he's the shit, man.
Jay, your dad's in Texas. What he's walking over with? What's going on?
Maroon Hanes on and a leather vest. Yeah.
Fucking Hulk Hogan bandana.
Shit.
Jay, what was your favorite show that you guys performed?
Dude, that's tough, man. I don't know. There was a lot of them, like on Ozfest. I felt like there was a few of them that were awesome, but there was still that part of me that felt like, we're with all these bands. Almost, I don't want to say we didn't belong, but there was that slight feeling of like, do we belong? There was always that going through my head. Like, I don't know if it was a confidence thing. I don't know if it was, I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah. We were auditioning to basically get signed. That was a good show. I remember that. It was like, I forget where it was. We played like this hockey-sized place, and we was on.
Oh yes,
it was with Slipknot, God Forbid, fucking Slayer. There was a bunch of fucking bands on that show. We opened it up.
Shit.
And that was like basically us auditioning for the guys that were basically gonna put money up for our album at the time, to like, for the final, like, okay, we're signing these guys, and like, we had to perform for them live basically. We did a showcase for them, and then we had to do it like in front of like a crowd. And I guess we did all right enough, It's fucking cool. That was a good show. I always remember that.
Where was that? Glens Falls or something, right? And that was when
Blair
was doing the Rain and Blood
exactly
shit for the first
Glens
time.
Falls.
Yeah. That's when they had all the blood dripping from the shit for the first time. That was like a big deal back then.
Did you guys play the Northern Lights in Albany?
Yes, a couple times.
Yeah.
That place is fucking awesome.
There's a Gold's Gym next to it. It worked out. Oh, true.
What did you say? You saw Mudvayne there?
Saw Mudvayne there on the freaking second album tour.
The second album.
And it wasn't a very good show. Freaking sounded like shit. It was like, I think they played all right, but the freaking sound guy was just not dialed in that night. I can't stand shows like that. It always pisses me off.
I saw Deftones there on the Saturday Night Wrist tour.
No shit.
It was fucking awesome.
That must have been awesome. That's right.
And then when Korn, I saw Korn there.
Saturday Night Wrist, friggin' Deftones are a little rough live during that.
A little.
That was some. That was some of their worst live performances during that era. The self-titled and the Saturday Night Wrist.
No, it was a good show.
Yeah. When you're there, it's always great.
Yeah, we have half the panel of big Deftone fans, and the other half not so much.
Yeah,
They have
bottom
one great
half
album.
and top half.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But that's all right.
Jay could admit that the drum sounds all right on one album. That's about it.
No, more than one. You kidding me?
1.5.
Dude, white pony and fucking
Around the Fur.
Around the Fur, fucking dude.
Dude, Around the Fur sounds so good. That's my favorite Deftones album, and it's them sonically their best. And they literally were talking with Terry Date, telling him like, "Yo, that Far Beyond Driven sound, man." Like they were like fucking. They wanted that. Ultimately, they kind of got it. It's just them playing.
Yeah.
They wanted the Far Beyond Driven.
Yeah, and you think about like the fucking drum sound. I mean, it's Deftones, it's drum sound. It's their instruments. It's a little different. He EQ'd it pretty close though to like what he did with Pantera, and they just came off. He came off doing that. It was 94 and 97 or 96, so it was right there.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Around the Fur is probably their heaviest album for sure, sound wise, sonically. Fuck yeah.
Although Adrenaline had got some fucking bangers on it.
That's a great album. Yep.
No, you don't like White Pony, Jay, right?
I like some songs off of White Pony.
Yeah. Knife Party is probably my favorite off that album.
What's the one with Maynard?
That's
Passenger.
That song's the shit.
It was funny because non-Deftones, fans or whatever really like that song. I don't like Deftones, but I like that song. That was one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Korea is my favorite song off that album. That's the shit.
North Korea?
Yep. Fucking that's arguably one of my favorite Deftones songs ever. Hell yeah. Jimmy, when did you stop liking Deftones?
Immediately.
After Around the Fur, yeah.
So when you heard White Pony, you're like, fuck this album?
Not a fan. Was it Rocket Ship Skates or something?
Rocket Skates?
Rocket Skates. That's on Diamond Eyes.
Diamond Eyes.
Diamond Eyes are like I feel like their little comeback album.
Yeah.
Got skinny again. They started killing it live. It was
too much whining.
It was pretty good.
Not
do you like
singing?
Do you like Rocket Skates?
It's all right, but it wasn't. I wouldn't listen to it. Like if it's on, I wouldn't. Veer my car off the road like I would with the rest of the songs we got. But yeah.
Wait a second. When you guys hear the name or the phrase Rocket Skates, does anybody else think of Johnny Knoxville?
Goonies?
No, remember when he puts the fucking
This is actually where he puts actual fucking like big friggin' fireworks.
Yeah, the huge bottle rockets on his fucking rollerblades or whatever. That might be my favorite, maybe one of my favorite Jackass skits. That one, and there's the when they have the big
fucking
hand.
porta potty one is the worst, man.
Oh, it is. But
forget that
when they have the big hand spring loaded.
That's good.
And Bam walks in and he just gets knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Lifted out of his shoes almost. Oh my god.
That's a good one.
God.
Didn't it like smack the shit out of Wee Man too?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. They put the fucking, what do they put, like not baking soda, like flour or something too, so it just fucking explodes.
Yeah, man, and it clobbered everyone different, and it was all terrible. Like they got blasted.
Yep, and Bam got it the fucking
super
word. I think Bam got a concussion from that shit.
Yeah, man.
That made him an alcoholic. That skit. Yep.
Yeah. One fucking skit.
Shit.
What's up, Cheeks?
Cheeks. Well, see the when you watch those movies, like sometimes I'll when you're watching them, you'll be like, if I had to pick one of these, if I had like at gunpoint, like you're forced to do one of these things, it's like, what would I pick?
Definitely wouldn't be the shopping cart in the fucking open parking lots.
I would take that one.
It definitely wouldn't be the Matchbox car and a fucking condom shoving it up your ass and then going to the doctor saying, I went to the party last night. Like, I'm not shoving anything like that in my fucking ass. Like, that's fucking... Where is it?
Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ. Just for like, for what? For fame?
It's
Pretty much.
It's the shock of it. You know, it's like
But you're always that's the dude who fucking shoved the Hot Wheels up his ass. You know?
yeah, it's not even cool.
No.
It's a shitty tag, but he thinks it's awesome. I'm sure.
Did you ever
Made
see
money.
the one with Brad Pitt when they like kidnapped Brad Pitt?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
I did not see that.
That one's pretty good.
That was real good. Brad Pitt just got kidnapped into a van.
Yeah, like what are they waiting in line for? Like at a restaurant or something?
He wasn't on it either.
No, he was.
No, he was in.
He was in on it. But he's just standing out there waiting, and everybody noticed, like, shit, Brad Pitt's here. Fucking A. And then this fucking van pulls up, and these guys that wait in masks fucking jump out, grab him. Fucking, they put a bag over his head, or they just grabbed him and threw it in the van.
I remember, but he was like fighting back, and
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
And then they called the police before, like, hey, if someone's gonna call saying Brad Pitt got kidnapped, it's all good.
It's all good. Oh, so that's all you got to do, right? You just got to call the cops and tell them, hey, if somebody calls up saying that this bank is being robbed, it's just a joke, and then you go rob the bank.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a fantastic idea.
It works. There you go.
Brad Pitt does seem awesome, though. Like to do that.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty down to earth fella.
Definitely.
Yeah,
He's one of the biggest actors in the world, and he's getting kidnapped by fucking Jackass Squad.
Did they have like the footage from inside the van of them like laughing their asses off?
Smoking a fucking joint.
I don't
We
remember.
got some bitches in there, fucking.
So
I just got kidnapped.
balls and shit.
You want to suck on it?
I always remember that we were with the 96 Quite Bitter Beings, right? We played that a couple weeks ago. Did you guys ever play with CKY, or did you ever meet them?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
What other songs do they have besides that one?
I don't know, but that song rules.
It does. It's on Tony Hawk. It was a shit.
Yeah.
That one.
Yep. Yeah, that one. They use Parker Flies too. Remember those guitars?
Oh.
Yeah, they're light as a feather. I remember picking one up in the store. I was like, hell yeah, this shit's kind of awesome.
Yep.
Stainless steel frets, right?
I don't know.
I think they did have them.
Maybe. Yeah, those things were kind of cool. That dude Reeves Gabriel's played it, and David Bowie. Remember, he was like a cat with him for a minute. That was a pretty good era of David Bowie, actually. The Earthling Outside album.
Jimmy's a huge fan.
Huh?
Jimmy's a big Bowie fan.
Yeah.
He was good in the Labyrinth. Then his music, though. Yeah.
Is he the one that got the popsicle?
wig.
Didn't he sing for Queen? Is that him? Oh,
Yeah,
Who got the lollipop? Who got the lollipop stick in the
that
audience?
was the best.
Was that
him.
Iggy Pop or was
No,
that
David
David
Bowie.
Bowie?
That was him. So good, dude. That shit must have launched from a mile and a half out in the crowd.
Like a lawn dart.
Beep! Made that sound too. Boom! Ah, so good.
Remember the Nerf turbos? Remember them shits?
Yeah.
Those are great.
Dude, go fucking down 3 blocks.
Go far. Real
Them
far.
fucking things, dude.
Yeah, you whale them bitches.
They
That
were
was
cool.
fun.
Jimmy, remember that
The
red
Whistler?
football?
Joe, what
Remember
is
the
it?
red football that we brought on tour?
I still have it in the living room. Well, the orange one. We got it. We got
Oh,
an
yeah,
older
what happened to
version.
the red one?
It popped. It busted.
We had
Yeah.
this red mini football that we brought on tour with us, and me and Jimmy used to bust it out and launch this fucking, both of us. We'd go into like these big open parking lots and just fucking throw our arms out for fucking 20 minutes.
It was fun.
The good old days.
Yeah.
Now, ever throw anything now? Like you get like you throw a football or throw a baseball, like fucking 2 throws, and you're like, holy fuck.
Yep. Comes
You gotta, like, warm up,
pre-thrown
stretch
out.
up,
Yeah.
and it still doesn't friggin' work. It's terrible. I used to be able to launch the shit out of those smaller footballs, man. I used to love that.
Mhm.
Now it's like, fuck.
Yeah. You just lift it up.
I go in the yard with my girls and I take the ball and I wing it up high in the air. Even doing that now is hurting.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's still playing
old
softball.
balls.
My arm is not good.
Was it your elbow or your shoulder?
Both.
Labia.
Mostly my shoulder, though. Yeah.
Labia.
Left lip. Yeah. Yep. It's always leaking. Yeah, it's
Jesus.
rough.
Hey,
But
didn't Dweezil Zappa play a Parker Fly for a bit? Or am I imagining that?
I don't even know what the fuck a Parker Fly looks like.
All right, let me pull it up.
Would probably like it. I
Really?
bet you get one tomorrow.
Do they make those anymore?
Nah, fuck no.
Now you can probably get one on that reverb.
Was they all carbon fiber? or something?
$1,000.
They like weren't made of wood or something.
93 to 2016. No shit.
Wow.
Let me go to images here.
And words.
Yeah,
Images and words. Fuck
they
yeah.
felt like dinky little fuckers. They had skinny necks. They were very nice to play. They felt comfy, but they were, I don't know, at the same time, it was almost too light. You grab it and you're like, you want to fucking feel a little weight on you, you know?
Yeah.
It had a cool design though. I thought the little cutaways were terrible, but great.
Do you remember those Beesman or no?
I do. They're ugly as shit. I try to forget them.
And what's the headstock look like on that? It's like friggin' like you see the strings floating in midair. It's like,
yeah.
I always kind of like that, really.
Do they have any pictures of the headstock? You can kind of see it. It's like missing half of it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck those.
The one thing I remember picking one up. I believe they had one in Imperial Guitar. And I remember the whammy bar, thinking like the guitar felt cool, but the whammy bar was like, that's not coming up, is it? Hold on, let me switch the
You can see it's like a hard, straight, no angle to it, right?
Well, with the little thing at the end of it.
Oh, the little rubber, little fucking
it made it feel and look cheap. The whammy bar, you know?
That's
My
ugly
first
as
whammy
fuck.
bar had a little tip on it, little oval fucking tip.
Yeah. But the like ergonomically, I guess it was really fucking cool. And then had the piezo pickup, so however the fuck you say it.
Yeah.
But it's weird, man. Like guitars, for some reason, like you cannot revolutionize the guitar. People still want the same shit, for better or for worse, right? Think of like the Floyd Rose tremolo. Has it really improved over the past,
Evertune.
Evertune.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Evertune, come on.
Why change it? Yeah, it's like, why change it? If it works, it's good.
Yeah, it's just weird. But people are afraid to like think of DiMarzio does the quick connect pickups, where Petrucci does that in all of his guitars, all of his signature guitars. You can literally change your pickups in fucking 3 minutes if you wanted to.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you unscrew it, and there's a fucking behind the pickup. Do I have any? No, whatever.
Just to fall out playing live, that'd be the shit.
No, because you screw them in. You screw them in. But instead of having to like solder open your guitar up, fucking solder the shit, it's just a little fucking like connector that goes into the back of the pickup.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the shit. So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna get some different. So if you're recording, you got one guitar that you like using. Well, I want different pickups for this. Fucking swap them out in minutes.
Yeah, that's cool. That's modern shit. That's that revolution. That's what you got to start doing.
But you know what's gay?
Use technology the right way.
When you go to DiMarzio's website to like order the pickups, that option isn't available on the website. You have to call up and tell them that you want quick connect or order it online and put the description in there.
It's like off the menu type of fucking purchase.
Yeah, but it to me, it's like they should really be promoting those. Like, hey, we got this quick connect shit.
Well, someone else might come out with it like that. You know what I mean? Someone might buy the idea, whatever the fuck, how they do it.
Well, if it's patented already, that then they got to pay them to use it.
Sure.
It's true. They could be dicks.
Is that the one you got from Randy Price?
Oh, no, that's a Seymour Duncan. Still, that has to be. Dude, if that was a quick connect, it'd be done already.
Yeah.
But I don't have a fucking soldering iron, and I don't really trust anybody at Guitar Center to do it.
Yeah, I got to start learning how to work on my guitar. I mean, I know like basically what I'm supposed to do, but like I just get nervous. I'd rather have somebody who knows exactly what they're doing, so I feel like I don't have the time to even get good at it. But like I feel like eventually, like people that work on guitars are going to be like a friggin' like hard to come by. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Older I get, the less I want to do. I'm like, I'll just pay someone to do it. Like mow the lawn. It's like, here, just do it.
Change my strings, oil my neck, twist my nuts.
Finger my butthole, whatever.
That's extra.
Yeah, like with me, I hate setting up my strings or like doing a setup with the Floyd just because of
especially when you got to do intonation, when you got to like move the saddles, loosen the string, tighten the string. It's like tedious.
Oh, that's such a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Yeah, like I've been doing it. Like I think I worked on it with Chris. Yeah, like all right, he had me working on it and shit. I was like, yeah, I could do this, I guess, but I don't want to. Shit.
Yeah, it's like more of
Let
a
me just
fucking.
take it to somebody that knows exactly what they're doing. They'll get it done in half the time, and I'll pay them fucking 150, where the fuck it pays or charges.
Yeah.
Does that what is that like when you explain that you had to order your real doll with double thick skin because you're very rough? Is that an option?
Double thick.
Double dick. No, it was a double dick. That's what I ordered.
How dick is it?
How thick?
Show me how dick. My dad says it like that. Dick. He doesn't say thick. He doesn't do the TH. Dick.
What is your head thick?
What are you, dick?
Yeah, Butt Cheeks likes doing that shit.
Yeah, and he assembles guitars. He must love it.
Who was the dude that used to do your shit from IBM? Jay.
Ed Shelley.
Yeah.
Ed Shelley.
I remember hearing that name.
Dude, I hate watching this shit. So
Ed's in the chat.
The first time I
we got him backstage.
I gave him one of my guitars to set up. Where the fuck did he live? He lived somewhere in
New York,
somewhere in Fishkill, I think, or East Fishkill. Anyway, we were going to be out that way, and I was like, I'll just fucking come to your house and get it. He's like, all right. Instead of like waiting to go to work and then leave it in the fucking office or all day or the fucking whatever. So Jeannie and I were out there. We go in. We go into his house. We go into his bedroom. And because he still lived, I guess, with his parent at the time, whatever the fuck the story may be.
His roommates.
Go in his bedroom. And on his nightstand next to his bed, remember this shit? A fucking roll of paper towels and a fucking jar of Vaseline right next to his bed.
Jesus.
And I wanted to say, like, you knew we were coming.
That's why it's there.
You know, like it was the hustler wasn't fucking under it, you know?
Why do you think your frets are so smooth?
Yeah. And why did he ask me and Jeannie to sit on his bed? That's weird. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about it. It's kind of strange.
He had probably had a hidden camera set up, the whole nine.
Oh, Butt Cheeks knows Ed Shelley. Brendan, do you know where he is now? I wonder what Ed Shelley's doing.
Yeah, he's in the chat. Oh,
prison.
Yeah.
Vaseline.
Bring him in.
Send him the link.
Yeah, he asked me. Jeannie says, then he asked me to leave. That's right. I forgot about that part.
No, Cheek says
You
no.
fell
clue who he
asleep
is.
in his house?
No, she's joking. I don't remember if I did.
Cheeks has no idea who he is.
He might be dead. Oh shit! I don't mean to laugh. Man,
damn.
Ed Shelley. You know, I met him. I remember because he worked at the Chem Mix, the like right outside of our whatever the fuck it was called, clean room that we used to work in. So he was one of the chemical guys. I remember I was working out there one time, and it was might have been the day that whatchamacallit, Metropolis 2, Scenes from a Memory came out, the album. So I had my CD player out there fucking cranking it. And he comes over, he's like, you like Dream Theater? Like instantly, yes, let's rub dicks. You know? Instantly we're like fucking buddies.
They come into your room full of Vaseline. Yeah.
I got Vaseline over here in the office. Come on. Oh, fucking brand new roll of paper towels.
You like Dream Theater? Let's dock.
Dream Theater.
Dream Theater.
Yep.
Fucking Dream Theater.
Ed Shelley.
Jay, do you have what the fuck are you doing tonight?
No, I figured we would be having these guys on.
Yeah, we should just go like a half hour over, man. No, I got
shit. He wasn't joking.
5.
He wasn't joking. He said all those guys that worked in Chem Mix, they get sick.
Oh no.
Yeah. When you're playing with asbestos, bare hands, yeah, it's generally not good.
Damn. What about there was Chris, Gay Chris, we used to call him.
Whoa.
And then who was the other dude? Oh shit. Not Randy. What was his fucking name? I forget. I hope all those guys are all right.
Yeah.
I know there's one dude, Bertrand Miles. This dude died of stomach cancer from working at IBM.
Was Ed Shelley an African American gentleman?
Nope.
Okay, he's still alive.
Does he have glasses?
No, he was wearing a red New York Yankees hat, and he was African American.
Oh.
So just making sure it wasn't the same one.
Nope. Ed Shelley. Tommy, that's right. Tommy Salami. Oh, shit.
Tommy Salami.
Mike the Rookie.
We played some
Yep.
Turkey Boys recently on here. I wonder if we got flagged for that shit.
I don't know. Kurt didn't say anything.
No. But the week before, right, we got like seven copyright strikes.
Yes.
Yep. That's just playing fucking music, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
So all $4 we made. Gone.
You got several.
Several. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions or comments about these new guys in the chat on the show here?
Fucking clown shoes. Fucking guys.
Dick smoke.
Boner, how are you guys handling all these Tesla claims? Have you gotten any of those?
No.
People are so fucking dumb, dude. Regardless of how you think or feel or vote or whatever, like damaging somebody's fucking car, it's like the dumbest shit.
Yep. It's amazing the kind of dumb shit things make you do.
It really is,
Especially,
dude.
yeah. Politics makes
They have
people
fucking
crazy.
cameras on them. They have cameras. What the fuck are you doing?
Stupid asses.
Let's ruin your life to fucking prove a point.
Yeah.
Speaking of insurance, Jimmy, you get your shit taken care of today?
Yeah, was that dude? The main man's son?
Yeah.
Germinator. What's his first name?
Wait, what happened?
I had to email Brian's old office, and then it sends you to like an automated text message thing, and then that's automated too. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's up with this dude? So I hotlined Bosom real quick, like, hey, hook up my insurance.
Patch it in,
brother. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it live. And then then this weird dude called me. And
This weird dude, Brian
he has
Bosom.
a strange name. I couldn't even understand what he was saying at first. I thought it was like a joke. It's like his name's like Johnson DeMaio or something.
Gennaro.
John Carlo. Oh yeah.
Did Brian put you up to this?
Yeah.
Up to what?
He did. Yeah.
What didn't he say something to you?
Oh yeah, he said, what did he say? Oh, Brian told me to tell you that you forgot your herpes medication, or thanks for the herpes medication. And yeah, that was the best. I was like, I still use it. The same bottle from 1997.
That I got from Brian.
That's right. Shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I gotta hit the fucking hay because
You got to be up in 3 hours.
yeah, it sucks.
I'll see you Sunday.
All right, I'll be there.
And I have a awesome present for you because I love you very much.
It's a fleshlight with
Wait, what's
Jay's
Sunday?
nose in it. What?
Yeah, bang my nose. You got 2 holes to pick.
That'd be never mind. Yeah,
Sunday is the Newberg
Instead of the clip.
yeah.
the Newberg Toy Show. Yeah,
Oh, you're going?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go
You gonna see Tony? You gonna win something, win a prize, and be in the picture with Tony?
Gonna slap some cheese off Tony and punch Big A in his mullet. Yeah,
I'm gonna see Big A. Give Jimmy a hug.
yeah. I'll
We
take
tell
the shirt
Big
off
A.
now.
Big A should be Big A at this one.
He won't, but he should.
Why wouldn't he? Even if he comes out, like Superman, fucking bring it with you
I agree.
and come
Be
out
a
of the
character
fucking
the whole time. It would be great.
No,
It would
he takes it pretty serious. He doesn't fuck around.
He does fuck around. That's the problem. He should do it all the time, but it's
He
tough.
should.
Yeah,
He should do it all the time.
but speaking of doing it all the time, I gotta go to sleep all the time.
All right.
So,
All
yeah,
right.
it's been fun, brothers.
Thanks for coming on with us, Jim.
Ain't
Yeah,
almost
man.
any time.
Thanks
You
for
know
having
what
us on. It was fun.
I'm saying? Yeah.
You leaving 2 balls?
I'll hang out a little bit longer, I guess. I got to take
Yeah.
a piss. I've been drinking a lot of water tonight. And I don't hydrate enough.
Not me. See you guys later. Bah.
Bye, Jimmy.
Yeah, man.
Put balls on the bottom.
That's right. Put me on the bottom.
Brian, you want to go for another couple minutes?
Bottom bitch. Yeah. You can go another few minutes.
Bonus noches. All right. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. Go piss. I'll just remove them so people don't see him just walk out. You can hear the urine stream from the other room.
I'm trying to see if there's any decent music music news.
No, the only thing cool that I saw, Chevelle released a new song today, which I was pretty pumped for. It's pretty good.
Well, I see that Nevermore has finally recruited a new singer and bass player for their reunion.
Okay.
Because their original singer passed away and their original bass player, I guess, is not involved in the reunion. That's got to suck. Could you imagine being in a band and then, your singer passes, like you guys break up, singer passes away, and then years down the road, you find out that they're fucking getting back together for a reunion and you're not included? Like, damn.
Yeah. Now, Renus, Kurt's just away for the week. He'll be back next week. Don't you worry. We love Kurt.
No, we fired him.
All right, he's back.
Yeah. When I wake up in the morning, I piss excellent.
It's true. I've seen him.
That scene, that movie, fucking funny shit.
Yeah. Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
What's going on, guys? How about Metallica?
Hold on. He's Stallion. Look at this real quick. Hold on.
Stallion.
That's when Mike and I are together, after a little time goes by, he's Stallion. Right?
Yeah. I've been getting the Stallion for years. Oh, God. Speaking of Stallion.
When do you think that was?
Dude, this is when we were playing the show. That's at the Birch Hill, I think. Either that or the Chance. We're talking like, shit, that's
2024.
That's like 2000, 2001 probably.
The short hair.
Yeah, man. I was a young man there. Like a 20-year-old.
With a tight bouffant.
Tight bouffant, yeah. There's
like
Jim
it.
looking all sorts of fucking youthful.
With his Melvin shirt.
Yeah.
King Buzzo.
Yeah. Like Jimmy doesn't really even like Melvins. He only looks like a couple songs.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But he thought the shirt was cool.
I don't think I know anyone's like, man, I love
Bryce, look at that guy. Look at those pants.
Yeah, some big shits.
He's gonna fucking blow away.
Pants for two.
You better hope it's not windy outside today.
Is that a 7-string Frankie?
Yeah,
it's
freaking
Ibanez, yep.
Ibanez painted up.
That's awesome.
Painted up. Paint her up.
I did a real shit job. It's fucking Gilmore. He's playing a fucking funk band.
Yep. Hell yeah. Chris always looked dapper on stage.
Hey, Mike, I know what you're going to do when you see this picture. I know what you're going to do.
You're going to
What are you going to do?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That was how we used to warm up in practice.
I would have bet my fucking house that's what you were going to do when you saw this picture.
Absolutely. Yep. Hitting out of the inside jokes now.
That's the most 90s, early 2000s tattoo I've ever seen on his calf.
Oh yeah, the Brian Urlacher.
The tribal. Oh, what is going on right here?
Remember that one? That was our tour manager, Kentucky.
That's Kentucky.
Kentucky. A throwback to when I was Gizmachi tour manager, and we got in a brawl with the security at a club on the Head PE tour with Drykill Logic.
With a ring on or something.
My face met a D-cell flashlight battery that night.
Damn.
Flashlight. Yeah. Yeah, he got fucked up. I remember the next day it looked even worse.
Yep.
It was the Ja Red cover band at the time.
Dude, he had the worst case of what's it called? Butt cheeks. What did you have? Or what do you have when you like basically stop breathing when you're asleep?
Oh, sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea. Dude.
Started with that. I got that shit now.
Do you?
Yeah. I do. It's not good.
No. Do you have a CPAP?
Nope, I don't have dick. I have a heart that's going bad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, I'm on blood. I'm on medication now. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm in fucking.
Holy shit!
Let's just go over your prescription.
I'm not in the greatest shape.
Let's go over your prescription drug history real fast while we're here.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like the sort of thing that you got to get like go someplace, they get tested, but it's not like something like you got to like fight to get the fucking thing done anymore.
Did you wear a heart monitor yet or no?
I've worn heart monitors, but not in my sleep. No.
Oh no, I don't mean your sleep. I'm just saying in general.
I've had my heart. It's no arrhythmia, nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
Just like I think when you're like constantly like unable to breathe and like that shit is fucking not good for your heart. It taxes it over time.
But dude, remember when like the first couple nights of tour, sleeping in a hotel or whatever with this guy? We thought he like died.
We thought he died at one point. He stopped breathing for like fucking like 2-3 minutes. It was fucking scary. We were like, yo, it's like me and Jay were sleeping in the same fucking bed too. I remember that shit. This is one of the times that happened anyway. We fucking would share the bed.
You're sleeping in bed with him?
I slept in bed with him, yeah. A couple times.
Dude, when you're you're fucking brothers, man.
Yeah, man. We were like fucking touching each other's dicks.
through our boxers.
Playing footsies and shit.
No, dude, man, like it's a whole different thing when you're on the road with
when you got limited beds and you want to get like a decent night's sleep for a change, like fucking, sleeping in the van every night and shit. We did that too.
But it's not even that. It's like, you're out. It's almost like that's your fucking, like you're fucking brothers. Like,
yeah, for sure.
It's a you against the world type of feeling when you're out there,
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Mike used to talk in his sleep.
I still do.
You still do?
Yep.
I remember remember the night of the Malice in the Palace, that basketball brawl years ago?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That night, Mike and I, same thing. We slept in the same bed. And I remember he was talking in his sleep, and I was actually able to talk to him while he was sleeping. And at one point, I tried telling Mike, "Hey, Mike, Michael Myers is he's behind you." And Mike was, "No, he's not." I'm trying to scare the shit out of this motherfucker, and he's like calling my bluff while he's sleeping. I was like, "Damn it!" But Mike would also hold on a second. Mike would also he would shower before he'd come to bed, and not only would he shower to get into bed with me on tour, he would put fucking cologne on. And dude,
I did a little fucking squirt of some body spray just to like not have like luggage funk.
Dude,
motherfucker thought I was, like trying to like go out, go into bed.
What the fuck are you doing?
Fucking like blasting myself with like some good cologne. No, I didn't do that.
Getting in bed with Jay tonight. I got fucking.
But Jay's like very sensitive to smells and shit. Like fucking like a candle, goddamn, like
too
much, or friggin' someone's got too much friggin' cologne or spray on. Like what the hell did you do? Take a fucking bath in that shit?
Dude, we had a singer that fucking used to bathe in Axe body spray.
Pretty much.
Fucking bathe in it, dude.
Never get to that extent, but like fucking Jay just had enough, I think, from Sean all fucking day that like I did it at night. He's like, you too?
You borrowing that shit from Sean?
Because Jay would only have like his deodorant smell on, like fucking when you get the strong deodorant, you just smell it everywhere. It's like you're wearing cologne anyway.
It's fucking Speed Stick.
Yeah, like,
Shit.
The high endurance Old Spice, you can smell that shit.
Use that the high endurance Old Spice and the green Speed Stick.
Fuck yeah, it's the way to do it, especially in the summertime. No cologne.
No, Mike Balls never annoyed me like Del Griffith would have.
Del Griffith. I've been with Del Griffith. I can take anything. So I know what you mean, shower curtain ring guy. Great.
So good.
Yep.
It's weird. Look, we're at the end of March, but there's like no end of March movies, right? But then you have November, like October, Halloween, November, you have awesome shit, Christmas, Thanksgiving. There's nothing now, you know? So
Yeah.
New Snow White movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to go into that?
did you see it?
Late, no?
No, I didn't see that shit.
I've been seeing I saw the coming attraction. I've been reading what everyone's been saying. It's like, what? I got my opinions about it. I'll just keep them to myself.
I don't understand all these live action like remakes.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of them because I have a 5-year-old daughter, and a lot of them suck. I mean, fuck, man. Beauty and the Beast was like okay, but even that sucked. That was like one of the better ones, but yeah, they've been bombing it. The newer Cinderella is terrible.
So does your daughter like them?
Yeah, she digs on them. She likes Beauty and the Beast. She likes the other live action one. She's digging on.
Moana.
She didn't like the Lion King too much.
But hold on a second.
That's not even a live action. That's like more good animation is all. It's not a full blown cartoon.
But I know it's different because there are more
Aladdin.
distractions for kids now than there was when we were kids, right? Nowadays they got a million things to do. Thanks, Renus. But dude, remember like when we were kids, if we like got a new movie or something, like a kid when we were that old, dude, it would be on over and over. You just watch the shit out of it all fucking day.
Yeah.
Is it the same type of thing? Like, do your daughters want to watch the same?
You know what my oldest daughter is into? She likes the original Teen Wolf. Like I got her into that. She asked for me to put it on and everything. I only have to fast forward the one scene, like where she takes her top off in the dressing room. That's like the only scene I freaking go past. Otherwise, she like loves that movie when he turns into a wolf and he's like getting all popular and shit. She thinks it's like the coolest fucking thing. And I'm like,
that's awesome.
I love this movie growing up. It's like she's already digging on it. You know, I just like when you know, get your kids into the same shit you got into growing up, man. That's fun. I'm liking that. And I know like I'm restricted with her right now. I can't really show her what I really want to show her. When she gets older, I'm gonna fucking go off.
Like what?
Like fucking horror, obviously. I'm gonna bring that into it for sure. Like I started seeing that shit when I was like 8 and 9. Like I saw the original fucking RoboCop. I mean, come on, man.
Dude,
I was 6 years old. I saw that shit when it came out, man.
Yeah, and it was like no big deal.
That was like you show it to your kids. It wasn't a big fucking deal. Everyone our age saw it when it came out.
Yeah.
It was like advertised like fucking not a big deal. And that was like one of the most brutal fucking movies going.
And not even that scene, the scene at the end with the fucking toxic waste, the guy that explodes on the windshield.
That was so like just like imprinted on me. Like that's that would like that's why I got into like Jason and shit and like forget Friday the 13th when it got all brutal looking. Like what you always talk about part 7 when he was all like fucking like a zombie, basically like a corpse.
Yeah,
you know, it was like similar. He's all shiny and shit. Yeah, it was friggin' like that sort of stuff. Like, you know, 7, Fight Club, like all those thriller type movies too.
Oh.
Like I'm a huge fan of that stuff.
She's got another like 10, 12 years before that.
Yeah, I'm not going to show her that anytime soon. But like, exciting, like when she gets to be of the age, you know what? I could show her this shit now.
Wait till she gets into Gravity Falls. That's the real shit.
The what?
Gravity Falls. It's on Disney.
Yeah.
The best.
Yes.
I've been hearing you guys talk about that. I haven't looked into it at all.
Dude, Ellie and Killian, Brian, I'm not even. Remember when I texted you and said they just finished it for the second time through or whatever it was?
Yeah.
I can't begin to. They're probably up to like 10 times now of watching that show. Just there's only 2 seasons, but like I've told people this, and Brian, you told me it. It is the only show I can think of that. I mean, Killian was 4 at the time, but he's 5 now. Ellie's 8, and Jeannie and I, like we're all 4 of us, love it. It's got perfect shit for kids, perfect shit to keep adults interested and into it. It's like the perfect cartoon.
It's the best.
It really is. Yep.
What's it called again?
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. It's on Disney?
Yeah.
Yep.
I got Disney Plus, obviously. So.
Yeah. Dude, you got it. It's great because Rory will put it on.
On my phone, things to check out. Like go in there and jot shit down. I bust my phone out for everything nowadays.
No, Gravity Falls is fucking great.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll check it out.
Stranger Things is the shit too.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that. Like, I think that's fallen off a bit. Oh my god,
Remember this?
What is that?
that was me. Like all sorts of junior high school when I went into my girl phase. No, it's like old school Photoshop.
Wasn't it like some Cosmopolitan app or not? It wasn't an app back then. It was like a program on your computer, right?
Different hairdo, makeup, the whole nine. They gave me a choker, the whole thing.
Damn.
Look how long my neck was when I was young, man. That fucking
Sexy,
neck.
like
I had
an
neck for days.
Like an ostrich, baby.
Where'd your neck go?
I fucking grew into it, I guess.
Grew into it.
I had that giraffe shit going when I was young, man. I had a bird chest with it, the whole nine. It was before I got turned into a man. I'm still a boy.
Bird chest.
Yeah, I had the bird chest like a motherfucker early on. Then right around when we were on Ozfest, like when I was like 24, 25, I hit a second puberty.
Yeah.
I got facial hair, the whole thing.
Pubes.
That wasn't happening early on. I didn't get facial hair until I was 25. Jay was like fucking full beard when he was 21.
Full beard. Dude, my dad wouldn't even I wasn't allowed to grow a goatee until I was 18.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. I did have one because I don't know. It was just stupid. You know, I remember one time like we will.
Yeah, Jay used to have the long hair with the fucking goatee, like fucking. He was dead out.
Yep, I remember one time
he looked like some fucking older dude when he was like in his early 20s. Like he just looked like he was like 25, 26, like way older.
How many times this
at the time, at the time, it was way older. You know? 26-year-old when you're 18 is like fucking older as shit.
But I remember one time I had a hockey game and I had my fucking goatee, and it was at West Point early in the morning. Where my dad got up, we went to the game, and I remember having the goatee thinking, I hope he doesn't say anything, you know, because he always used to give me shit like, Jason, you're gonna fucking shave that. You're not getting a goatee. You're not having fucking facial hair yet. So I remember he didn't say anything all the way to the game. I'm like, hell yeah, he's gonna let me keep this, dude. As soon as I got in the car after the game, you know you're shaving that, right? I was like, fucking A.
Oh, damn.
Dude, back then, like 94, 95, like NHL, everybody had a fucking goatee in the NHL. So when you're watching that,
you ever talked to him about why he was so against it? He just didn't like the idea that you were so young and like looking like that.
I'd have to ask him.
He probably thought like you were looking like older than your years, kind of shit, and like he didn't like that idea.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question for him. I'm going to see him. Well, I'll probably talk to him.
Yeah, let me know. I'm fucking
that's Big Tom.
You see, Brody's got he has a little bit of mustache and he's got a little bit of hair on his chin. And it's like really like thin. Yeah. It's not full. I'm like, dude,
it's like
just shave that shit.
It's like when your pubes first start coming in. Mad thin. Same shit, sporadic and whatnot. It's like, dude.
And now you can't fucking keep them back.
It's like, keep trimming it, man. It'll come in thicker. Don't blow those pubes out on your lip. What the hell's the matter with you?
It's awesome. He's like, it's sty. I'm like, no, it's not.
Fucking it's what?
That shit.
It's sty. That's short for styling.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow, that's a new one, huh?
Oh yeah.
These kids crack me up. I swear, these motherfucking kids. Let me tell you.
He teaches me all the like vernacular nowadays.
I mean, I use some doozies myself. I can't say anything. It's always going to be a thing.
He says now, like, let's say if you're messing with him, he's like, Dad, you're doing the most right now. And I'm like, doing the most what?
Yeah, doing the most what?
Most deaf.
You're just doing the most. Like, you're just fucking around too much. You're doing the most. And I'm like, oh my God.
Do the least.
Or the best is Riz, though. Like says, like Risen.
Riz, like, how's it go?
Like, yeah, charisma. So.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was just Rizzing this bitch. And I'm like, what?
Everything's abbreviated to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Or it's not so deep.
It's like saying, like, if you're trying to talk to somebody,
not so deep.
If maybe a serious topic, like, if that's what you say.
Yeah, it's like, oh, do you have homework to do? Well, you better get that done. It's not so deep. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm like, mother, you can do your homework right now.
Yeah, you can talk to me. You're going to be in deep shit.
That's the deep you're going to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking using this bullshit vernacular around me.
Drop the vernacular. It's a baby.
They'll say. Kids will come home. They're gonna say some shit, just blow your mind.
Dude, trust me, I could wait for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things I can't wait for though, like the fucking unnecessary crying and sobbing over the dumbest shit. They're too much sometimes. Or the little ones. She's a baby, but Rhea sometimes. Whew. Little girl. She just like starts fucking losing the puppets over nothing.
But tell her it's not that deep. What is it? Not so deep? What is
Not so deep.
Not so deep. Not that deep, not so deep. Yeah.
That'd actually be funny. She's crying. It's not that deep. It would actually work perfect.
Yeah. Wow. It's fucking.
It's fucking.
I'm tired.
Let's go to bed.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mike, all right. Put that cologne on. Fucking
Go.
Let's get to it.
Throw on some of that Phoenix Axe spray.
Is that what it is? Phoenix?
It was the Phoenix one, the blue one. This shit smelled pretty good. It smelled like a, like a whore bath. All right. I got to wake up at 5 o'clock.
I can't wait to wake up to your, I got to get up early too, but.
I got to go drive across the fucking bridge. I got to go to Westchester tomorrow morning.
Well, real quick, before you go, I just wanted to bring up, at your job, you were talking about it today and I meant to ask you about this through message, but I figured I'd wait for tonight, and now I fucking almost forgot about it. But so when you're doing a job, and I don't know if, do you care if people know what you do? Like,
I'm a pool and spa technician.
Okay. So when you get out to a job, you go through and you're like, all right, you got this issue, that issue, and this issue, whatever. Do you give them a price, or they have to call up? Like, how does it work like that? I
could give them like a rough kind of estimate, and they're like, a lot of times, I won't hold you to it. I won't hold you to it. Bullshit, you won't hold me to it. I've fell for that before.
So, you're talking about a guy today that you told him what it would be, that these things were wrong, and he was super cool with you, and said like, "What? I'm not spending that much money on this."
No, like I went there and he had lights working in his spa. The lights were working, because these spas have fucking lights, So his lights were working, and then they weren't working, and then I guess they were working again, and they weren't working. And like friggin' the other technician went there, who's like more senior than I am, and he basically diagnosed it like, you have a bad waterfall light, and the rest of the lights are fine, basically. Then all of a sudden they weren't. By the time I got there, I was going. This guy's, so it was like a mix-up kind of thing. Like it started off with one guy, and then it goes to another guy, and all of a sudden new issues are popping up. But I basically diagnosed it being a bad topside panel, the thing that controls the fucking thing. It was bad because I put light in, and it worked. And like when I plugged it in with just his shit, it wasn't working. So it's like, all right, DCU's fine, topside's got to be bad, right? So I ordered him a topside panel. He didn't want to fucking pay for it. It was like $500,
Well, did you tell him like, hey, this is the issue and this is what it's going to be?
Yeah.
And he said, okay.
Pretty much, yeah. And then he was like fucking fighting it, basically saying like I was there for too long, like fucking trying to tell me like I'm taking too much time to fucking diagnose the problem. Like, fuck you, dude. It's a process. And like he was cool as shit to my face. And I got to fucking back to the office, and this girl's talking about how he's like fucking trying to get out of paying for shit, and like fucking she's questioning me and shit.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. That was my main question was, now when you get back to the office and your boss or whoever it is tells you like, hey, your customer just called and said this, and this, do they believe you?
Yeah, I think they. I think they believe me. I think they would take my word over it. Like, but like these guys, there's some guys I think that might bullshit and bitch, or basically like just bullshit their way out of it. Like it was their fault, and like they kind of fucked up, and they said the wrong thing, and they're trying to like back their way out of it now. But I'm usually pretty honest.
Well, no, I understand that part of it. People do that. Right? I mean, Brian, fucking, you own your own shit. Like, people are always trying to fucking connive and manipulate and get out of paying for shit.
And people are never wrong. They don't take any responsibility. Like they fucked up. Nope. You didn't. Client's always wrong. That's what I say.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. Client. But my thing is like that's gotta be shitty. You get back and you're like, fucking, that didn't happen at all. I didn't tell that guy that.
The guys I work with, he went to another job, and this guy basically like accused him of like burning out the circuit board when he was standing out there with him, and he knows damn well he didn't do that. He was down there, and he was like, like, you know what I mean? And he just basically said like, yeah, he fried my shit.
Why?
And like,
he didn't want to pay for it.
Because he didn't want to pay for it. It was an expensive part.
Now what? Hold on a second. Now what if you guys? What if you went out, or that guy you're talking about went out and actually did fry it? Would you tell your like, dude, I just fucking fried this guy?
Oh yeah, yeah. You would be honest. I mean, the guy obviously saw you. It's like, you're really gonna lie when you had a witness? That'd just be stupid.
But even if you didn't have it, like, what if you're out there by yourself and you fried it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's the sort of thing like you know, use your best judgment, figure out what you could do. You know, like I don't.
But I'm saying, would your boss get pissed if like you called up one day like, I just fried this guy's fucking board?
No, because I've done it.
Say, but you were honest about it.
Yeah.
So if you're honest about that shit, why would you? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that would kind of like wear on me.
That's why I have the reputation I have, and they usually take my word for it. It's like, he's fucked up, he would tell us. He's done it in the past. Like, fucking, they know that.
Yeah.
Customer might not know that. So usually that's why they'll take my word, you know, because I do that.
Don't you wish you could call the fucking customer after hearing, you motherfucker?
Yeah, it's just like, seriously, especially my coworker, dude, with that freaking guy, with him accusing him of frying the board and shit. Like, fucking, he totally didn't, and he was there, and he saw that he didn't, kind of thing. It's like,
but dude,
he was there the whole time.
You as the customer, I understand. Like, nobody wants to pay for shit. If you can get everything from free, everybody would do it, right?
Right.
Is it worth saving $200 or $300
to be a dick
at the cost of somebody else's fucking job?
Yeah.
Yeah. To them it is. It's like fucking dog eat dog out there, man. Everyone's trying to save fucking money. Bunch of cheap bastards.
I wonder if it's a lot
and they live in these nice houses and shit. It's sad.
I wonder if it's a game for some of them too. You know, like, I'm gonna see if I could fucking, you know.
Yeah, that shit's terrible. And the beauty of it, like for me, for my business, I'll call you out on it. Or if someone's like mean to one of my employees, I don't deal with that. Like, we're trying to help you and you're treating us like shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck.
Go find somebody else. Douchebag.
Yeah.
Do that shit.
No, that's great, but that happens.
You get a prick like that.
And Hellstorm says, Boner, the new Friday the 13th prequel series coming out with a hot Miss Young Voorhees on Peacock.
Oh yeah, what's her name? She's the chick from Freaks and Geeks. And she was, I think, Velma in one of the, like, a Scooby-Doo movie or something.
That's Wendy in Gravity Falls. Linda Cardinelli.
That's her?
Yeah.
I always wonder, I'm like, who the fuck plays Wendy in that? Because, you know, all the voice acting in that shit is great too.
It is.
Wow, that's her. No shit. Yeah, she's super cute.
Yeah, she's 50 years old.
What?
True story.
Wow.
There's some fucking cute 50-year-old out there.
Yeah, and like, remember when we were young, like 20s, 50 are fucking old now.
Oh
like,
yeah,
40s, and they're like, 50 is great.
Well,
maybe depends on that 50.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
All right, guys. On that note,
we're heading out to Ball. Yeah. Thanks for joining me and Beesman here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. That was fun. Miss you, cats.
Good shit.
Good seeing you, Balls.
Good seeing you. You guys
have you.
Oh, fucking A.
Come out if you're around. Come out on Sunday. I'll be like 5 minutes from you.
Oh, you're gonna be around Sunday?
Yeah, I'll hit you up.
That's what you just said.
Well, I'll see.
Dude, do it, man. Jimmy will be there. Fucking, you'll have a good time.
And you guys are doing what?
Man on man film. No, it's the Newburgh Toy Show.
Oh, the toy show.
Mm-hmm. It's in New Windsor.
Where's it at?
Is there a fucking
New Windsor again? Where in New Windsor is it?
I forgot. Jimmy told me. I don't remember.
How much are tickets?
It's free.
Dude, Jimmy ain't charging it. He's working the door.
Yeah, Jimmy works the door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll stop by. I'll see.
Yeah, I'll hit you up.
Mike talking about people trying to save fucking money. First question. How much is it? I ain't fucking paying. I'm gonna call and complain so I have to pay for it.
Have to fucking pay for it? I'm not going. No.
Get Jimmy fired at the door for fucking letting him in for free.
All right.
Brian, we got to make sure Jimmy charges him.
All right, we'll do.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Well, you're leaving now?
I'm leaving right now.
Okay. All right. Bye, Mike.
Yeah.
We'll see everybody
Wednesday.
next Wednesday, a week from tonight.
And we're going to have a patron show
Afterwards.
Come hang out. We'll have fun.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around. Yeah.
Kurt, how we doing?